motion scar, slow motion scar. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Hope you are all doing wonderful. And I thought today would be a great day to stream and hang out. Plus, I got to get some stuff done on the Create mod, so I thought we would do that and hang out. And a very, very happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the chat. And very, very thankful, of course, for all of you wonderful people. So it is so good to see you all. Hopefully you're ready for some fun, and we've got some stuff to talk about. You know, there's been some things that have happened. Some things that I predicted, but not this soon. Anyway, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let's say wicked. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Very much appreciated. And Blue Farm School, thank you for the brand new subscription and welcome aboard the Starship Good Times. Subtomato, thank you for the 8-month resubscription. Yes, 8 months. Love the content. Well, I appreciate that. And welcome back aboard the Starship Good Times. Let's see. Scriver, thank you so much for the 6 months and a very happy Thanksgiving to you too. Let's see, Akari42, thank you for the 2-month resubscription, very much appreciated. And Garlic Avery, thank you for the 4-month resubscription, very much appreciated. Hey Scar, love MCC team. Ooh, we're gonna talk about that for sure. But yeah, I'm very excited about that, and we'll talk about MCC for sure. Let's see. Carnivore, thank you for the 2 months. Very much appreciated. Very much. Truly Tiny Times, thank you so much for the 5-month resubscription. Hey, Scar, hope you're having a good day. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too. And MVO, thank you for the Prime. Very much appreciated. Welcome aboard. Wolveroo, thank you, sir, for the 17-month resubscription. 17 months and many more to come. Happy Thanksgiving, Scar. Well, a very, very happy Thanksgiving to you. And thank you so much for the 17-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Saturday, thank you for the 2-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Scar90, thank you for the 33-month resubscription. 33. That's amazing. That is incredible. Zero Roll, thank you so much for the 2-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And Buddy, thank you for the 5 months. Cookie, thank you for the 2 months. Oh, guys, it's just killing me. This is amazing. Let's see. Serenity Doll, thank you for the... My mouse is in the, my mouse was exactly blocking the number. Thank you for the 1-month resubscription. Source Live, thank you for the Prime. Grave Spirit, thank you for the 1-month resubscription. Scarstream, yay! Yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Very, very, very much appreciated. And South Paul, thank you for the brand new subscription and welcome aboard the Starship Good Times. And Gamer Grandma, thank you for the 4-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And Buddy said, what? Thank you so much for the 7-month resubscription. A very, very happy Thanksgiving to you too. Let's see. And Kitty Mama, thank you for the 4-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. There we go, guys. I hope you are doing well. So as I said, we are going to work on the Create mod. We got some things over there. We got some things to do. Super excited about it. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So what we need to work on, we need to work on the interior because it is, well, there is no interior. So we're doing that. How is Jelly doing? She's doing good. She's behind us. I don't know if you, oh, you can't see her. Can the game screen see her? I feel like my camera just continues to shift this way. Because now you can like see the gold play button and the silver play button. My other play button's not in yet. I need to put that there. Also, this cord looks like it's literally just plugging into me. which wouldn't be unusual. Let's see. Supreme Leader Sheev, Palpatine, or Emperor Ren? No question. Debated heavily among Star Wars fans. Let's see. Supreme Leader Sheev, Palpatine, or Emperor Ren? Emperor Ren? I don't... Who's Emperor Ren? I'm confused. I'm confused. I am confused. Let's see. Citrus Tribe, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Elzredo Show, thank you for the 4-month resubscription. Very much appreciated, my friend. Very, very much. All right, so let's do this. I am, for the very first time, going to try to load up an updated version of Chisel and Bits that hopefully will not lag. Come on, give it to me. It's working. Okay. All right. When Corrales' base loads up, I hope that I'm not going to get too much lag. Oh, the lag is here. Oh, it's not any better. Oh, it's worse. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, Chisel and Bits is a little bit laggy, unfortunately. So, Yeah, Corralis's hill up there is a danger zone. But anyway, welcome back to Create. It's been a little while since we've been here. I've had to finish up. Wow, there are so many creepers around. I see you over there trying to, whoops. I see you over there trying to blend into that block. I see it. Anyway, we had to get so much done over at Empires. And then I've been doing some Christmas shopping and a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, trying to get some other stuff done that we haven't had a chance to get on. So my plans, actually, if I fill you in, what we're going to work on actually is my next episode is going to be building a house for the house. That's right, a house in a house. It is Houseception, and it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to use, of course, the power of the Create mod to make the house have like barn doors or like hangar doors that open and close, which I think is going to be super sweet. Inside here is where I want to work today, right? We need a place to put our bed. We need a place to put our storage and get that all sorted out. And I actually learned something from Sir Tango. Yep. Turns out this is the maximum radius I can make like one solid selection for the glue function in Create. What was that? Oh, I was like, what is that sound? I was like, what is that sound? That scared me. Oh my gosh. Did that change? What happened there? And why is my screen a little bit awkward? Do you see that? It's kind of cutting off. Oh, now it's fixed. Sorry, I am easily distracted today. I am very easily distracted. Anyway, so yeah, moving house in a moving house. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. Let's see. Is that a sound? It sounds to be of a sound. Ah, it's my pump. Hold on. Oh, big stretches. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, okay, we got technical difficulties. All right, let's hope for the best. All right, there we go. All right, let's hope for the best that worked. Let's hope for the best. Anyway, there we go. Now we are set. Are we set, Jelly? We're set. Okay, so first task today is to start building some wheels, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build wheels because the wheels that I have don't actually work. So first thing, we need a big cog. All right, we need a big cog and we need half slabs. So that's one. And then I wanna make this flywheel. Ooh, it's gonna take brass. Does anybody out there remember how to make brass? Okay, all right, so we need, try to stream here, pump. Now it's falling off the back. This is just fun. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about the interruptions. The feeding pump likes to do that. Okay. All right. Brass. Okay. So like I said, so we're going to make the wheels. So my plan is to get rid of the piston wheels, which don't work for whatever reason. We're going to get rid of those and we're going to start incorporating some of the Create things. So like I said, we need brass. Do I have any brass is the question. Do I have any? Oh, wait. Yeah, that actually works. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. We actually have some brass. Question to you. Oh yeah, we got the big cock. We'll get that. How do you make brass? I made brass, but I don't remember how to make brass. Swagman 2.0. Yeah, kind of. What else do we need? A shaft, and that is, oh, that's super easy too. So we need, the vision that I have for this is we need four of these guys. We need four of, wait, hold on, this is different. This is andesite alloy. Oh, that's zinc. Oh, well, we could definitely make a few of these. Oh, wait, no, I'm so confused. I get confused between zinc and andesite alloy. That they look similar, so it kind of throws me off a little bit. Mixing andesite alloy and copper ingots. Andesite alloy and copper ingots. But I need to do that in one of the mixers, right? One of the big mixing machines, right? Okay. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So let's make some of these guys. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. And then for the flywheel, that is like this. And we need, the vision that I have is 1. So there's, how many do I need? An anonymous gifter gifted 20 gifted subscriptions to the community. That is very, 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 very generous, anonymous gifter. I very much appreciate that. So thank you so much. So let's say we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, or 11, 12 on the back. Let's start with 10. Let's do 10 flywheels. And I think with the flywheels, we don't need the cog yet. Oh wow, we can only make that many. We can only make one side. Okay. All right, we got this. We'll get these materials sorted out. It's definitely not disorganized. It's very clean, very orderly. Hey, there's some of those bigger things. We can use those. Beautiful. There we go. We're cruising. Okay. Oh, it's when merchandise is purchased. That's why that makes that sound. Actually, thank you so much for the Hawkeye shirt. Gonna be rocking the Hawkeye. Gonna be rocking the Hawkeye. All right, I'm annoying you. so you guys probably wonder. I assume you're probably wondering. Scar, what are your thoughts? Kimberly getting some stickers. Look at those beautiful stickers. Gonna put those on your car. Could put those on your laptop. Put those on a water bottle. It'd be amazing. Edgar, thank you so much for the 59-month free subscription. Very, very much appreciated. Very, very, very much. And Karen getting a Scarland shirt. Amazing. Anyway, you guys probably saw the news on Sunday. You guys saw the news that Bobby Paycheck is out at Disney. He's out. How do I make this alloy stuff again? How do I make, it's andesite and zinc, isn't it? Wait, I thought it was. There's zinc and then there's andesite. Oh, it's the little nuggets. It's little nugget guys. So if you remember on stream, I was saying that the winds were going to change. In 2023, I didn't suspect that Bobby Paycheck would make it past that that year. And because the reason why is the economy is a little bit tough. We all know that. It could be getting tougher. It might not, but it could. And forecasts show that potential park revenue will decrease if that occurs. And one of the things the company is relying on right now is park revenue. Park revenue is what's holding up silly old Disney Plus. And if it wasn't for the parks, it wouldn't be good. It would not be good. It would not be good at all for the company, because basically that is what's holding it up. So what it looks like is there was the most insane revolt in probably Hollywood history to dethrone Bob Chapek as CEO of Disney and replace him with former CEO and chairman of the board, Bob Iger. One of the most insane scenarios. I can't think of anything more crazy than this, right? Bob Chapek was ready to go on stage to introduce Elton John at Dodger Stadium for his farewell tour. 10 minutes before that, they approach him and say that the board has voted no confidence, and effective immediately, you are fired, and Bob Iger, your predecessor, is now taking over. I almost feel sorry for the man. Like, you know how much I dislike Bob Chapek for the just terrible decisions he's made, even prior to being a CEO. But I even feel bad for the guy. Like I do. And he took away Tower of Terror from me. And you know how passionate I am about that change. And I feel genuinely bad for the guy. Like that was dirty level. That was dirty. But I just got myself a Hawkeye shirt. Gonna rock a Hawkeye shirt. But I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was your favorite ride. Oh, Rum, you silly goose. You silly goose. Okay. I need to make way more brass. I need a lot of brass. I need so much brass. So I'm gonna go to
Science Bit Attacked X1000. This holiday I'm thankful for all the things you do. Your content makes me so happy and your builds are a constant source of inspiration.
Oh, that sounds. Thank you so much for that. That's very, very generous of you and very, very much appreciated. That's a very, very nice message. So I very much appreciate that. And yeah, I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys so much. Oh, I knew something was shooting at me. I was like, something's coming. Something's coming. We're trying to get to Zed's house without dying. This is so dangerous. Oh, okay, good. But as I was saying before I started today, I was thinking about how very thankful I am for each and every one of you. So, yeah, thank you so much for just being who you are, and appreciate very much that we have such an amazing community here. We're gonna sneak into his base and use his grindy machines. Oh, good, it's still here. This is where I had to use it the other day. Oh, he's got the Crusher McCrushersons. Wow, look at those things. Oh, they're just so majestic. I want one of these, but they're too expensive. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't bring a fuel source. Oh, we're gonna need some of these. What ones are these again? Oh, spruce support, sweet. Yeah, we need to make some of those.
The chaotic sock bit attacked. X500. Your MCC team is definitely going to be winners, Puff, for sure.
Take it. I mean, it is explosive. It is explosive. You got to give it to me. That is an explosive thing. All right, sweet. Here we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. I think I know how to do this. I'm just gonna start small, just in case. I was so excited until I crashed the server. I was so excited. I had so much hope. I killed the server now. I killed it. Tango. I think I literally killed the server. Good job, Scar. Let's go. Hold on one moment. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I killed server.
And named nobody bit attacked. X500. Hi Scar. Do you collect Disney pins? If so, which ones are your favorites?
I just replied in the Discord. I'm like, I killed server. So sorry. Help. Oh no. Let's pay our respects, everybody. F in the chat. Pay our respects to the server. I do collect pins, not crazy, but I've got quite a collection of pins actually. I will show it to you because I do have some fun rare pins, and one of them literally ties back to the time that I kind of met Bob Iger, and I watched him get really mad at somebody, and it was very entertaining. DTG, thank you so much for the 41-month resubscription. And nobody, thank you for the bits, very much appreciated. It's Thanksgiving. I really don't think Tango's around to fix the server. I mean, what did I do to crash it, right? I don't know. The second I blended. I suppose those are too much to blend. You remember the blend videos on YouTube back in the day? This is really difficult. We were just getting going too. We were having fun. Everything was going really well. Yeah, I think I killed the server. Oh, I think I killed the server. Will it blend? Yeah, apparently it did not blend. Apparently it did not blend. It's not. I'll do something else. I'll do something else. I really had a plan there. I really had a plan. It was a good plan. It's a great plan, actually. It's a great plan. All right. Anyway, Bobby paycheck, right? Bobby paycheck gets bumped. Will I wait a few? I'm gonna wait like a few minutes, and then we'll go do something else. Wait, Tango. We might have action here. He replies, "You sure did." We might have action here. We might get fixed. We might get fixed. Spam the chat with jellies. That's the only way this will help. Or Team Jelly, if you don't have jellies. This might be the only way. So we need jellies in the chat. Or if you don't have the jelly emotes, you go hashtag Team Jelly. It's maybe the only hope. Tango's doing things right now. He's moving. Nerd steam's coming out of his ears. It's a true fact. Look at those jellies in the chat. There we go. That's the only way. This is the only way. If you, like I said, if you don't have jellies, Team Jelly. Something about clearing your basin. I was making brass. I was making brass. I was a good brass boy. I was minding my business and using other people's stuff. All right, it's coming back up. It's coming back up. All right, let's see if it goes back up. Here we go. We may have it. I need more jellies in the chat. We need the power of the jellies. We need the power. Okay, they're resetting right now. The servers are resetting. We need more jelly. We need more jelly. Look, I'm gonna really annoy the mods right now. I'm gonna annoy them. I just changed slow mode to 3 seconds. Spam the jellies. Spam the jellies. All right, here we go. Here we go. I need more jelly. I need more jelly. Wow, there is so much jelly on the screen right now. Look at that. I've never seen such a power. The power. Wait, I'm getting my hands in the right spots here. This is reversed for me, so everything I do is reversed in real life. And then this arm needs to come closer. There we go. We need more power, more jellies. I love how many jellies are on the screen right now. Oh, it's just a glorious sight, isn't it? Oh, look at them. Oh, they're just so beautiful. Okay, here we go. Keep those jellies coming. We're logging in. We're logging in. Game screen. No go. I broke it again. The jellies just weren't powerful enough. This is frustrating. This is frustrating. So I was saying, Bob Ch, I keep wanting to talk about this and then the server crashes. This is so frustrating. Go to Empires. There is quite a few things I need to do on Empires. This is true, which I probably will do. I'm going to leave this for Tango to sort out. This is rough. going over to Empires. Got stuff to do over there. I got stuff to do over there. I do have stuff, so we'll go over there. if it creative to mess around with stuff, maybe. We could definitely do that. I'm such a great typer. People come from far and wide to watch me type. It's crazy. It's so fast and precise. Was there any other mods I needed to update? Oh! I think I needed to update 2 additional mods. Create. Oh, shoot. We're going back to create. We're going back to create. Okay. All right. Will I download a bunch of mods and delete mods? Let me explain. Some people asked in the chat. Why Scar did you not like Bob Jacob? My frustration with Bobby Jacob takes place in, when was it? It was, when did he take over? Like 2016? 2015, 2016, somewhere around then. His first order of business as chairman of the parks was to eventually combine both consumer products and the parks together, which I think was a mistake. Second point, he immediately clashed. What is that? Hey, thank you so much for buying a hot guy sweatshirt. It doubled it up, by the way. Why it did that, we'll never quite know, but that it did happen. So his first order of business was, like I said, to combine those 2 divisions, and then he clashed with the puppeteers at Disneyland. So the puppeteers ran in the Disney Junior stage area in California Adventure, and they wanted like breaks or something. They wanted like more breaks or like an extra assistant. It was some like real basic stuff. It was like, you know, a break would be great, maybe an extra assistant to hold this or that or whatever. And he's like, he went to war with them, like actual, like just like, I am going to destroy you. And it was like, oh, wow. And then he looked at the parks and was like, yeah, not enough Marvel here. And it's not that that's a bad thing to say, like, hey, you know, we own Marvel now. Why is there no Marvel in the parks? It's just that when you want to do something, you want to do something in the right way. Instead, he was like, I need Marvel immediately, now. And it's like, well, it takes a little while to design attractions. Doesn't matter. Take out an old attraction. And then his first thing was get rid of Tower of Terror. And I still hold the stance that I think Tower of Terror is a better attraction than Guardians of the Galaxy at Disneyland in California Adventure, that is. Because you take an existing ride and you just reskin it and make it look slightly different. And a lot of the additions that, say, Joe Rohde was going to add to that attraction, there's a whole bunch of things that they were going to do that would have been really cool. That would have been, say, plussing what was there existing instead of just a new coat of paint. That budget got cut. And that basically is what we have. And to me, every theme park needs a scary, kind of eerie attraction. And Tower of Terror was that scary and eerie attraction for California Adventure. As Disneyland has, you know, Snow White, it has the Haunted Mansion. It's not that those are just terrifyingly scary, but they at least give off that particular emotion of being a little spooky. And Tower of Terror did that with that really like eerie music on the outside and the ghosts. And it was just such an atmospheric attraction that I absolutely love. I can't go on it because it would probably kill me, probably just crush me into a can, because it can't really hold up very well. But I loved walking around and I loved the eerie music. I love the Art Deco design. And so that was just, and then he decides that in Paradise Pier, where Disney has been spending a fortune of silver and gold to try to renovate Paradise Pier and create this 1915 Victorian era pier. So they decided to start ripping out what was originally in California Adventure in 2001 when the park opened. It was supposed to be like a hip and edgy seaside pier, but modern. And it was just terrible. So they were taking away all that trash and replacing it with like very ornate and beautiful buildings and stuff like that. It was a slow process, but it was slowly moving through, and they were trying to create the narrative that this place was run by, I'm still loading mods, guys. I'm still loading mods. Bear with me here. So he comes in there and was like, we need more IP, synergy, buzzwords, synergy, activations, circle back, meet with the internal team. And so he starts being like, we need more IP, and goes, Paradise Pier. Just call it Pixar Pier. And so they go into a land that's still existing today so it still had some of that 2001 design, and then they were slowly moving through and adding that 1915 very Victorian design, right? So he comes in there and says, we need to turn this thing into Pixar now. So now you have 3 clashing narratives inside this land that truly just doesn't make any sense, other than he wanted buzzwords, he wanted IP, infuse IP. So you have a land now that has Pixar stuff, but still some old Disney stuff, because when they were renovating it to the 1915 Seaside Pier, as I mentioned before, they were incorporating a lot of old Disney. So like Mickey Mouse went onto the Ferris wheel, and then Silly Symphony Swings, an old Disney cartoon. So how does that make sense in a Pixar Pier area? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Why is Mickey on the Ferris wheel when it's Pixar Place? It is a narratively poorly thought out design, and most people don't care, honestly. People buy their ticket, they got the kids screaming for a Cheerio, the dad's just checked out, the whole thing. They're in the park, they're whatever. But for me, who does get pretty into lore and the story and the narrative and design, it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster.
What if they had hooks on the Tower of Terror to attach to your wheelchair like disabled buses have?
That'd be interesting. They are trying so hard to make it so you can roll your wheelchair onto an airplane, and they hook it on like a bus, where you have the different strap points and harness locations, and you lock it in, and boom, you never have to get out of your chair. You don't have to look out the window and watch the baggage handlers just go like this with your wheelchair, like hoit, right up the side of the plane. Which is actually true. All right, so guys, we're doing major changes here. We're moving fabric. We're moving all these things. Things are going well. I'm just trying to change the fabric API. And once the fabric API has been changed, we shall have the power of the brass once again. And now Zed's gonna know I was in his base. Okay, here we go. All right, this is it. I'm powering it up. So you can kind of see how I'm super irritated by like this land that nobody needed Pixar area. It was him say in his like uncreative mind, well, all people are here for is characters, so we need to shove the characters down everybody's throats at every 5 seconds. At any point, there's characters everywhere. And then you know what? Say you're gonna do Paradise Pier and you're gonna change it to Pixar Place. That's okay, that's fine. But do it all the way. Go all the way in. You rip out everything that was there and you rebuild it and you make it into a proper Pixar land. Instead, you leave Mickey on the Ferris wheel. You don't finish the right side of the area, so you still have the Paradise Pier Hotel, which is now changing, but that section still has the restaurants that are themed to Paradise Pier. You still have Jumping Jellyfish. You still have the Zephyr. You still have the Silly Symphony Swings. Like, it's like you never go all the way in, and that's where it comes down to, is that he doesn't go all the way in on these designs, and that's why it's just a narratively awful thing. And it's just a corporate guy, through and through. There's no creativity in there, and there's no follow through, because being a corporate person, all you're focused on is maximizing the profits which is fine if you're going to make a profit. That's fine, but you can't do it. You can't be cheap at it, because in the end of the day, when somebody comes in and they're like, this isn't that great, I'm not going to come back. And maybe you made the buck today, but you're not going to make the buck tomorrow. And that's basically Bob Jacob. Let's make the bucks today, but let's not make the bucks tomorrow because we scared off our audience. So that's why I was super frustrated with him before he became the CEO, and also the fact, and I haven't even got to it, and I will get to it. This is the crowning thing of why I was very frustrated with him as the parks chairman. Or here we go. Let's see if Tango did it. Sad. Sad. So back to Disney as I sort this out. Why Scar? Why Scar was what was the ultimate thing that got you frustrated? So the prior chairman of the parks was a gentleman by the name of Tom Staggs. I want him as CEO. So Tom Staggs is a businessman and a numbers guy. That is what he is. But he is somebody that understands that you have to invest to make money. You have to pay some money today to pay off in the future. If you nickel and dime your customers to the point where they feel like they're not getting their money's worth, they are not going to come back. And this person kind of understands that. Second point, he is a business guy, he is a numbers guy, and knows that his job is to facilitate creatives and allow them to have the money that they need, but also not bankrupt the company. That is how a proper business person works in a creative environment. Not that you are going to dominate over the creative, because the creatives are the people making the content and the IP and the intellectual property and all that. You are to facilitate their ability to create great content. And that's how he always saw it, was I'm going to be hands off on the creative aspect, but I'm going to allow you to do what you want to do within reason, because a creative person will bankrupt something in 5 seconds. We're like, I want a 60,000 foot mountain. It's going to be amazing. And there's going to be a real life rocket ship ride. Like, there has to be a little bit of reason once in a while. So I'm going to try one more thing and then we're going over the empires. Sad face. We're doing one more thing, guys. We've got this. So Tom Staggs greenlit Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge had 3 attractions in its original design. I've broken stuff again. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This isn't a disaster. We're moving. Okay, this is my last try at this. So Tom Staggs greenlights Star Wars Land. Star Wars Land is going to be built in Hollywood Studios and at Disneyland. Disneyland required a lot of. I know I broke it, Tango. What happened? I mean, I was just mixing a cake over at Zed's base. It was fine. Everything was going well. Everything was going really well. Just making some brass. Just trying to make some brass, man. Just trying to make some brass. Just mixing. It was going well. I had the zinc and the copper. I think we might need the power of the jellies again, everybody. Oh, wait. No, server's resetting. Oh, wait. Tango, I might have actually logged on and crashed it. Shoot. Let's just try to make some brass. So, when Tom Staggs introduced Star Wars Land, you had Rise of the Resistance, which was codenamed Alcatraz, and you had the Millennium Falcon ride, which was codenamed Big Bird. You had an additional attraction, and that attraction was going to be more of like people mover attraction. It was going to be a bantha attraction, and you were able to get on a bantha, and that bantha would have taken you through the land. And why I'm kind of passionate about these types of attractions is these are attractions that fill the spectrum of available attractions for the whole family, right? You have the kind of wild ride over there for the kids, for the maybe more of like the teenagers, you know, 20s, whatever. But you need those smaller, lighter rides for grandma, for maybe somebody who's disabled, somebody who gets motion sick. You need to fill out that whole spectrum. Not everybody can go on simulator attractions. Not everybody can go on big roller coasters. So Disney's always been good at that, is filling the spectrum of attractions so that everyone in the family has something they can enjoy together. Oh, this pump. Can I ever finish my sentence? Leave me alone, pump. All right. Blame said, yeah, we definitely didn't have anything to do with the problems in Zed's base. Definitely, we didn't put the copper in the sink and so shoot, let me see what they're writing. Both Scar and let's see, both Scar Night Question says. Yeah, we might. It looks like Tango might bring back the Create mode to a different one. So they had that attraction, right? You also had Docking Bay 7, I think it's called. That was a restaurant, and you had Oga's Cantina, and you also had a sit-down restaurant and a dinner show. This was going to really frame out like a really good restaurant area in the park, and it was in a dinner show. So think about like all the crazy aliens and things in Star Wars, and if it was put on as like a dinner show, like Jabba's Palace. And so you had that. You also had in the land the ability to interact with it. So if you scored really poorly on Millennium Falcon, people in the land would know you did that. And it was really cool. There's a whole bunch of really interactive things. Third thing, the land was going to have like, I think it was like at one time, like 10 different aliens roaming the entire land. So there was aliens around. There were droids roaming around. All of these different things. When Chapek got in there, his goal was to absolutely maximize the park's profits to make him look so good that they could not turn him down for CEO. So the first thing he did was kill the Bantha ride. Gone. Bantha ride's gone. Dinner show, too expensive because it required Rubber T, thank you so much for the Scarland t-shirt. Hope you enjoy. So he got rid of the dinner show. He got rid of the roaming droids. He got rid of the costumed alien characters in the park. And when people pushed him on, why did they get rid of the costume characters, the stunt shows? Because there's stunt infrastructure built into Galaxy's Edge that has never been used. And his reply was, all of the cast members are performer cast members. AKA, the cast members making just over minimum wage is considered a quote unquote actor, whereas the actual acting cast in the parks who are under the equity contracts, they're being kicked out because they cost too much. So you're saying that they're all performers. Then why don't you pay the cast members a performance wage then? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that, Chapek? If you think the hourly cast members working the cash registers, working the attractions and stuff, if they're all performers, then pay them the performance wage that you pay equity cast members. But no. So he got rid of all of that. And that was the final nail when I said, like, this guy, if he becomes CEO, is going to be a disaster. The parks people warned everyone. Bob Jacob is going to be an awful CEO. He's going to be an awful CEO. And of course, well, that's what happens. And that is what happens. It looks like the issue might be with the update because we updated to the current version of Create, and that might be the issue. So maybe we're going to get this sorted out so you can hear me rant about Star Wars. So yeah, you can kind of see why I was so frustrated with the appointment of Bob Chapek. Maybe this one of the many reasons why I didn't want to do the Disneyland podcast anymore, because he was so frustratingly this guy that was destroying the park and like everything that was good about it. And he comes from a certain ilk of like people that like I said before, it's make your dollar today. Who cares about tomorrow? And that comes into why like Genie Plus or Parks reservations or any of these things are destroying the soul of the parks, is that we're getting rid of, cutting back on so many cast members. So then the burden on cast members is so much greater. I mean, that's what's really frustrating, is that they've cut back on cast members so much that, these cast members, it was already a tough job being a cast member. And then maybe your division has like 5 less people operating, and now you're like taking on an extra work of like 2 other people. And yeah, it's frustrating. You wonder why morale with cast members is so freaking low right now. Every cast member I've talked to, they talk about how it's terrible. And it's crazy how fast something can deteriorate. It's crazy, right? It's crazy how fast things can deteriorate. So in the parks right now, if you want to go to the parks, this is why I haven't been to the parks. This is why I make my own park, Scarland. That's why Scarland is the preferred theme park these days, by the way. You want to go to the park, you got to get a reservation to go. Okay. You got to get a reservation, and then you get to the park and you're like, sweet. If I'm at Disney World, I'm gonna take the Magical Express and I'm gonna get to the parks. No, Bob Chicka killed the Magical Express. No longer there. Now I gotta pay for the service to get to the park. Now I gotta pay for that. Once I get to the park, I'm like, sweet, I wanna get my Fast Pass reservations. Oh, it looks like the Fast Pass system's gone now. Oh, it's a paid version now. So now I have to go in and now I have to pay 30, 25, it kind of goes up and down now because it's variable pricing activations. And now I got to pay like $25 or $30 or whatever it is for, every member of my party? So like the family of 4, we have to pay $30 a day to get fast passes? No, this was a free service when we were last here. And then you get in there and you're like, sweet, let's go get something to eat. Oh, dang. It turns out there's only one cashier at the cashier now, and they want you to use your phone to order food. So now like I'm constantly in my phone, like, okay, so I'm getting my Genie reservation, I'm getting my food reservation. You're not in the park to relax and enjoy the world, enjoy this like fun crafted place of story and fun, right? The whole point of Disneyland in the past was to like strip away the world from you and enjoy like a few minutes with your friends, your family, and an environment that is outside of your normal, right? That was the point of the park, was to forget the troubles. That is why Walt designed the ticket booths, right? So the ticket booths were in the front, right? Turnstiles across. So turnstiles, and there was a shop that was split in between the turnstiles and the park. So this is the park. This is outside the park, turnstiles in the center. Does that make sense? This building right here on the outside of the park, right before the turnstiles, sold newspapers. This is important. On the inside of the park, over here, sold Mickey Mouse ears. Because when you cross that barrier, that means the world outside disappears. The world disappears. When you cross that barrier again into the real world, boom, you got newspapers. That was deliberately designed to show that you are leaving the world into this fantasy world to enjoy a few hours with your friends and family and forget for a few minutes the troubles and sorrows of the world. Let your mind just kind of settle and relax. We all need that in life, more and more especially. Sometimes you just need to especially have some fun with your friends and family. That is the point of it. Not sitting on your phone seeing like text messages from Aunt Barbara telling you got a leak in your faucet or something. And it's like you're constantly on your phone like this, not looking at the environments. Why spend $100 million on an attraction when you have your guests just playing with their phones all the time? The parks should be designed to make you want to use your phones less and less, because the environments are so immersive and so much fun. The stories are so incredible. You're having so much fun with your friends and family. You don't want to be like this. So that is some of the reasons why I am so frustrated with the way that the parks have gone. And people, the current chairman of the parks, Josh D'Amaro, people talk about him really highly. So for me, I'm giving him a second chance. Under Bob Iger, will he reverse some of these things? Realistically, what can they do to try to bring some of the love back to the parks? I think the first step is to dismantle the park reservation system and allow day guests and multi-day guests to not have to use park reservations. I think for a little while till they figure out a proper way to deal with annual passports, I think annual passports will still have to stay under that process for a little bit longer, because they do have to manage especially at Disneyland, annual passport mix. It is a difficult thing because the parks can be absolutely overwhelmed with annual passport holders. So they sometimes have to find a little bit of a balance there, because you can overwhelm the parks. Genie, I would get rid of it in a flat second. But it's a revenue generator and the company is in a massive revenue issue. So yeah, I'd love to see it go. Realistically, I'm not entirely sure we will see it go. I also forgot one mention. Family of 4, right? Magical Express is gone at Disney World. Now they're paying for fast passes and they buy the Genie and they're like, sweet, I got the Genie, I got the Plus, and I'm going on Space Mountain with my Genie. And then I want to ride Rise of the Resistance or something like that. And they're like, sweet, I got Genie Plus. Can I get a lightning lane return? And the cast member is like, unfortunately, this is an individual lightning lane. I don't know what that means. I just learned the Genie. You know, it's a whole thing. You know, little Bobby here screaming, and they're like, actually, it's $25. No, I paid $25 for the Genie Plus. I got it on my phone right here. And the cast member has to go, no. This is separate. You have to pay $25 to use this lightning lane. It's not part of the Genie. No, I paid $25 for the Genie. This is the poor scenario that these poor cast members are in. No, see, the Genie has these attractions you can get lightning lane returns with, but this one is just a one-time thing. You pay $25 one time. This is why my heart goes out to cast members. It's because they have to explain this nonsense to guests that are frustrated, irritated, and this is why people don't come back. This is why you make money now, you don't make money in the future, because you're milking your guests and you're creating bad will with your guests. That it might look good. You might be able to go up there and you're like, look at these returns to the investors and the shareholders. You're like, look at this. The parks are making money left over, hand over fist. Yeah, but are they going to make hand over fist tomorrow? Is the question. Are they going to make money tomorrow? Are people leaving the parks satisfied, or are people staying away from the parks? So that is why I was excited to see Bob Iger return. Bob Iger is far from perfect. I love Bob Iger in the early years. In his later years, he made a lot of missteps, mainly because of just ultimate power. He was basically Emperor Palpatine. He retained the CEO role. He was the chairman of the board. So everything he said was gospel within the company. And that power is too much for one person, and is very similar to what happened to Eisner in his later years after a gentleman by the name of Frank Wells died in a helicopter crash, who was kind of Michael Eisner's check. He was kind of the business guy. Eisner was kind of the creative guy. They worked really well together. Unfortunately, Wells died. He was an adventurer. And he did I think he climbed almost every mountain in the world. And unfortunately, he died in a helicopter crash. And in his loss, sent Eisner through a spiral. And Eisner became Palpatine. And Iger didn't fully go Palpatine, but he was kind of on that verge. He had too much power. And thankfully now he's come back. I think he's under legacy damage control. Kazji getting a hot guy sweater. Look at that hot guy sweater. So now he's back more under CEO role only. I think there's some better checks and balances now. So I think that'll be good. But yeah, Iger did make some mistakes in his latter years, but in his early years, buying Pixar was one of the greatest decisions ever. Like, that was such an amazing decision. Buying Marvel, buying Star Wars, those set the company up for success. Obviously, I think, I'm a little frustrated with some of the handling of Star Wars in recent years. The EA license, the constant firing and announcing of directors, the constant announcing of movies that never happen. There's a lot of mismanagement over there, but as a whole, it's better to have that in-house. Bob Iger's biggest mistake as CEO, in my opinion, now some people disagree with this, is the acquiring of Fox at $88 billion, which set the company in a terrible financial situation going into the pandemic. Obviously, you can't predict the pandemic, but buying something for $88 billion has a really long tail return on investment. Yeah, you're getting the X-Men back in the fold. You're getting Avatar for, some people enjoy that. It's nice. You're getting Simpsons, I guess. Like, buying that was, in my opinion, was a mistake, because it set the company up to trouble when the pandemic hit, where Universal did much better because they didn't just spend $88 billion. Okay, let me see if they fix this. I just went on the world's largest Scar rant of all time. Oh, there is. All right, we're moving to Empires. Tango's doing some magic. I don't know if you know this. Did you know that Tango's a magic man? He's a magic man. He's a magic man. He's a magic man. We're going to Empires. So yeah, I don't know. I went on probably the biggest rant that nobody cares about, but I'm super passionate about this.
Metal_warrior bit attacked. X1000. Hey Scar, happy Thanksgiving. I have been really enjoying Jimmy and you during the crossover. The two of you have been really fun to watch, and I hope.
Oh, it cut you off. Hold on. 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 It cut you off. It cut you off. It cut you off. Where's my I'm so lost right now. Where's my page here? Where is it? Now it's refreshing.
Soon's bit attacked. X500. You should start a podcast, call it Scarants.
We're back. We're back on Empires. I do have some stuff to do over here. But yeah, as you were saying, it has been so much fun hanging out with Jimmy. I cannot find your message. I was trying to find it. Let's see. Hermitcraft. I'm sorry, but yeah, it has been so much fun hanging out with Jimmy for sure. And is this working, by the way? It looks like it's still working. Beautiful. Let's go check the returns. Oh, wow, this is all sealed in now. Let's check the returns on our honey real quick. As you know, we built the honey at honey. Oh. Let's go. Look at that honey. It's working. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. So I built the honey in my last episode, the honey farm here, and it is working. It is working well. That makes me very happy. Somebody took my stuff. My storage was right here, and it is gone. That is all of my stuff that I was going to use for today. Oh. Man, today has just been one of those days. Nothing's working out. I need some jellies in the chat. I need some jellies. Let's hope somebody put my stuff down here. Let's hope. Let's hope. Is this my stuff? Where's my stuff? Can we get anything done today? Oh man, I had some good plans for Create. I had some good plans, by the way. I had some fun things with those flywheels and all those cogs. Oh my gosh. We're gonna make some amazing wheels on the side of my house. Anonymous gifter of 20 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Any clue where my stuff went? Maybe. Karam, thank you for getting yourself a hot guy shirt. Hope you enjoy your hot guy shirt. Hope you enjoy your hot guy shirt. All right, I'm pretty sure my stuff's gone. Wait. X put it on the villager level. Tons of shulkers in there. Okay. Is this the villager level?
Doctor_metal_warrior bit attacked. X500. Here is what I said before I got cut off. I hope you, Jimmy, and you do more collabs in the future.
Oh, definitely. Smart Warrior, thank you so much for the bits. I'm a dozen. Very much appreciated. Yeah, no, that's not my stuff. You said villager level. You passed it? Well, I mean, this isn't my stuff. That's someone else's. No, I love Jimmy. Jimmy is so freaking funny. He is an absolute hilarious person. So it's been so much fun hanging out with him, goofing about in Trouble Town. It's been really, really fun. I can't wait to never mind. Here's me over here just spoiling things. But not. That's right. But not. What's that over there? I've never seen that one before. Anyway. Next to the cows inside the double chest. Next to the cows inside the double chest. Next to the cows inside the double chest. Okay. Wait, is this it? I don't know if that's my stuff. Is this my stuff? No, I don't. Wait. Those might be my goat horns. Oh, these are all of my stuff, is it? Is this all my stuff? All the items. So sorry you got tagged. Wait, this is my stuff, I think. No, this is all mixed together. I know this box was my box. I know that one was mine. Oh, it's mixed. We've had some trouble with mixing today. Mixing has been a very difficult thing. Open them all. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is just try to find the ones that I need for today. Lisa got some stickers. Gonna rock the stickers on a water bottle and a laptop and a car. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I know that one's mine. Okay, that one's mine. X clean the monster. Yeah, this is definitely how you clean a monster. For sure. You put everything in shulkers and mix them with other people's stuff. This is a foolproof way to kill a chest monster. This is how you make a super chest monster and a villain. This is how you make. This is falses. That's falses because I know that Sir tried it. Where's the cleaning lady? Where's the cleaning lady? Oh my gosh. Okay. So my plan today was to, because the farm at Jimmy's is just not producing as many melons and pumpkins as I wanted to, so I want to expand it out. She's on vacation. This is the time of need. This is when we need a cleaning lady immediately. Man, today has been quite the day. That's mine. I know that one's mine. I'm just gonna put it in my inventory. I know that one's mine. I recognize that, and that one was mine. I don't think any of these other, well, yeah, that looks like one of mine. That one was. This wasn't. I never had a bunch of ender pearls. That's falses for sure. I know that one's false. Nope. Yes, that's my flowers and pots. You know, they're trying to take my pot away, but I will keep my flowers and pots in my inventory. You will not take it. You will not take my flowers and pots. All right, there we go. I want that record, but that's not mine. I will take these rockets. Oh, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. I had it all in one spot. I was gonna take it down. I hadn't 100% finished the stuff coming down, and clearly this was not blocking anybody's stuff because there's nothing in where it was. I didn't have eggs. I didn't have Enderman heads. What I'm really looking for at this moment is my iron and my redstone, because I need the redstone to build the farm. I'm a sad scar right now. You know I'm gonna leave this all like this too. Shulker preview mod. Yeah, that probably would come in handy here. Yes, that's mine. You can tell because it has like bee farm. It has like bee paraphernalia and it's got bee stuff. So I'm like, yep, that's mine. Oh, you think X is screaming? I'm screaming for having all my stuff removed. These two are mine. Yeah, these all three. Perfect. Beautiful. I don't use scaffolding.
5372-bit attacked. X500. Don't be sad, I'm sure you will successfully create a new Shulker monster.
Oh, I am creating one right now. But anyway. That was it. Any other thoughts? Any other questions about about that Disney stuff I was talking about? I'll wager to say this: that there's not a lot that I'm an expert in, but one of them is that stuff. that is one of them. So why when I watch Disney podcasts, is sometimes I'm just like, you're not right. You're wrong. I've been following this stuff for a very long time. So it's interesting to see, especially people who don't know some of the early days of Iger, like what he did and how he like started and changed stuff to the better. And then in the later days, kind of how some of it got a little bit shaky. What did I think of the finale of Andor? I liked it. It was good. It was good. Is it weird that I got really excited when I saw an Imperial shuttle? It's my favorite. That is mine. It's my favorite. There's the flowers in my apples. There's my apples. All right, I'm taking these back, and then I'm going to come back for the rest of this. Do we even have a portal anymore? Did the portal get taken away? I'm gone for less than a week, and everything's gone down to crazy town over here. Oh, here it is. Sweet. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. I was a little bit. What's her name? The ISB agent. What's her name? Dedra, I think. She had that escort of Death Troopers, and Death Trooper just was just like and just died. I was like, come on, Death Trooper, those guys are powerful. I was annoyed by that. Because the reason why I was annoyed, let me tell you why the reason I was annoyed was because like a lot of the current Star Wars makes the Empire out to be so incredibly incompetent that you're like, how are they holding this all together if they're this level incompetent? Because you can be incompetent, you can be corrupt, but you still have to have some level of like you could be running all this stuff at this level. Like when you watch the incompetence of like the Empire in Obi-Wan, it's like it's just laughable. Whereas in this show, they actually show that they are terrible, the Empire. But they have like systems that make it. I don't. It's hard to explain exactly what I mean, but it's nice to see like the operations of it. I don't know. It's so hard to explain because you can't be the Empire and be the same Empire that's in Obi-Wan. Like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So it was interesting to see kind of the operations of the Empire, and then kind of because a lot of the Empire's always been show but don't tell, and I think Andor finally showed kind of the Empire, if that makes sense. That was another one. Those thoughts aren't properly formed. They're really poorly formed. Is this mine? I don't know if I had ancient debris, but I sure as heck need those. I think some of these have started to get mixed together, which is a problem. I think that might be the case. But yeah, these definitely aren't. I'm missing quite a few of my boxes. All my redstone is straight up gone. I guess we'll have to make it. Yeah, I guess our redstone's gone. I know this wasn't mine because I didn't have like fire resistance, but I'm gonna take those observers. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. That's frustrating. Top off. Top off. Okay. All right. So yeah, I liked Andor. It was the first. I feel like Andor. The best part about Andor, honestly, was its writing. So one, its acting, and its directing, and even its choreography. Those were its absolute strongest suits, as the show was phenomenally put together. Like it I don't know. It's hard to state how much the writing in, say, like Obi-Wan was so awful that this was such a refresh to see like a properly put together show. On the other hand, too, it did miss a few like elements that makes Star Wars that I kind of missed. But at the end of the day, I still really enjoyed it, and I could watch it and just be completely satisfied with it. But there were certain Star Wars elements that were just kind of straight up missing from it, that were a little bit disappointing. But it was still good, because the biggest frustration that I always have with any of the Star Wars shows is recently, like Boba Fett too. It's like there's like these logic issues in it. There's like these logic issues that just don't make sense. They're just poor writing, and everything in Andor like made sense. Yeah, Zuma, I found it in the double chest along. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But Anonymous Gifter, once again, thank you so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated, my friend. And Arctic Fox, thank you for the bits. Very much appreciated. And Dragon Storm 611, thank you so much for the 3 months. Or not 3 months, 21 months. Not 3 months, 21 months. Thank you so much for the resubscription. And Xander, thank you so much for the 2-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Okay, let's see what we got down below so we can expand that farm. But yeah, that's what I liked about it. There's elements that I miss that I felt was missing a little bit, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. Okay, so we can start pushing this wall back here. So what's on tap for Star Wars now? So we just wrapped up Andor. We wrapped up Tales of the Jedi, and we are moving to Mando, hopefully in February. Is this correct? I think it's February, right? I think it's February. I hope it's February. I wish it was sooner, but I wish it was sooner. I wish it was starting like right now, right after the conclusion of Andor. Bad Batch, dude. Bad Batch was supposed to be released early this year. And then it just kept delaying it. They just kept delaying it like over and over. There's been active times where it's been on the schedule to be released, or even like say maybe like a Disney Plus in some overseas territory might have accidentally released like a release date for it, and then they're like, no. I don't know what the deal is with Bad Batch at the moment. But I'm sure it has a release date now, but I don't really trust any release dates with that property at the moment, considering it's been moved around so much lately. So that's one. It'll come out when it comes out in my book. We can borrow man's hoe. But yeah, to steal the shulk. But yeah, it's I'm very excited for Mando. I think that'll be quite exciting. Very excited. Very excited for Mando. It would be weird. Okay, so for people who didn't watch Boba Fett, they're probably get kind of confused at the start of Mando. It's like, where did this man get such a great vehicle? Like, where did Mando get an N1 starfighter? Did he go to Naboo? Has hard times befallen Naboo? Like, this N1 starfighter used to be shiny and pristine, and now it looks like a hunk of junk in the best possible way. That thing actually looks freaking fantastic. The way they designed it. Oh, I love it. But if you're gonna look at the old one, the new one, it does look a little rough around the edges. In my opinion, it looks amazing. And then he's like, wait, where did little green guy come from? I thought little green guy was hanging out with power converter guy. What's up with this? Some people who didn't watch Boba Fett will get genuinely confused on why these characters and things are like this, but yeah, that'll be interesting. I know for a fact I'm gonna have to explain this to friends and family. Okay, so there was this show called Boba Fett. It wasn't really about Boba Fett, but he did live in a bacta tank for a short amount of time. There were 2 episodes in Boba Fett that were actually Mandalorian episodes. So watch those before you watch Mandalorian. That's how I'm gonna explain it. That's how I'm gonna explain it. That is how I am going to explain. I think that makes sense, right? I think that makes sense for everybody. I mean, that Mando episode in Boba Fett was really good. It was great. I mean, if you want to go down rumor mill with me, if you want to go there with me, supposedly, this is a rumor, those 2 Mando episodes in Book of Boba Fett were actually scripts from season 3 of Mandalorian that were brought into Boba Fett to supplement the lack of scripts for Boba Fett. And it kind of, who knows, this could be completely made up. This was just a rumor, but it kind of checks out when you think about Boba Fett wasn't never even mentioned. And then there was like, you kind of add a little bit to the end, because how do you have a Boba Fett show and you just completely forget about him, and then you go off with an adventure with Mando, and then it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Book of Boba Fett was a narrative disaster because it had very little time in development, because it was supplement for Mando season 3 not being able to go into production. So it kind of checks out in the terms of that. I don't know. It's still just a rumor, but there's some merit to it, I suppose. Because they felt different, and you know what the biggest thing about those 2 episodes were? They had higher budgets. Big budgets. Those were the most expensive episodes. So that's why Mando has a higher budget. So interesting. But I'm excited. There's a scene in the trailer for Mando 3 where there's a bunch of Mandalorians that like drop. Like they're like drop troopers. They like drop out of the plane. I'm like, yes, that looks cool. Hey, and what's that creature? You know the puppet, Boba Fett's buddy? Not Boba Fett buddy, Jabba's buddy, the little creature, Silicious Crumb. Rascal, where are you? Rascal, where are you? Is it something Crumb? Like Silicious Crumb? Delicious Crumb? What's his name? All right, let's start adding some of these. What is his name? Yeah, Paging Rascal. But anyway, that guy, the little fella from Jabba's palace, like his species, there's a scene in the trailer where there's basically just a tree of them. I don't know why, it just made me laugh when I saw that. I was like, an entire tree of Silicious Crumb. Okay, Silicious Crumb. There we go. Yeah, I was excited when I saw that. I was like, oh, that'll be sweet. I know my brother will love that. I know he loves Silicious Crumb. Like, that was his like favorite character for a while, Silicious Crumb. So yeah, that'll be cool to see that. Oh man, when I lost, okay, I have a little bit of iron here, so that'll make up for the iron that I'm missing. Sweet. Oh boy. Oh wait, I have some wait, did I? Oh, I dumped these chests in here.
Dr_Metal_Warrior attacked. X1000. Did you see who your team is going to be for this MCC?
Oh dude, we haven't talked about MCC. Dr. Metal, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Well, I've known about it for a little bit. So sometimes when, like, we know about the teams for like maybe a little bit before they're announced. And so sometimes when they're announced, like, I'm like, oh, wait, oh, nobody knew about this. Sorry. Yes, I am very excited about the team. Well, first of all, Jojo and I are back-to-back. We're going back-to-back wins, undefeated in dodgeball. Very excited to play with and meet Rambo for the first time. That'll be really, really fun. And I've been really wanting to play with Jem too. So that is going to be amazing. So this is going to be a absolutely solid team. JoJo will be yelling at us, and that's exactly how I want. I want her on Meltdown telling us what to do, like last time where we came in victorious. At the beginning of it, I was like, JoJo, you tell us what to do, and we're going to follow you unquestionably. And it paid off because she was a great captain in that game. Absolutely fantastic. And Meltdown is one of my favorite games. So I had so much fun in that last time. So I suspect we're going to do even better. Meltdown's super important, in my opinion, to have like one voice. You need one voice. You need one voice in that. And that's why when we did that, I was like, JoJo, you are the voice. You are the voice. We shall follow you. So yeah, that worked out really, really well. And yeah, like I said, I can't wait to play with Jem, because we've been in quite a few MCCs, but we weren't on the same team. So that'll be really fun. And then, as I said, it'll be fantastic to meet Rambo for the first time. There we go. Oh, I'm out of dirt. I'm out of dirt. It's Scott. Tubbo and I need to play on the same team someday, Scott. Scott. Someday. Someday the slushy duo will be together, Scott. Someday. The power of the slushy duo together. Might be too powerful. Scott. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. We don't know about the games, right? I don't think they released the games till like the week. I think we know the games when you know the games. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. Everybody just shout Scott. Right, Scott? Slushy Duo will be all powerful. Slushy Duo plus the Desert Duo will be unstoppable. Oh, the Desert Duo, yes. I still want to do a build mart with Grian someday. I want to do a build mart with Grian. I need to, I've been out of MCC for 2 months now. So I need, as long as you guys all shout Scott. I need, oh, this is like a huge capacity increase for this. This is sweet. I need to do some research again. Last time we did not play Sands of Time, and I suspect we will play Sands of Time this time. Especially with H-Bomb in there. I mean, that would just be a travesty if we didn't play Sands of Time 2 times in a row. I mean, I don't know. I would have to send flowers to H-Bomb. I think he would be devastated. I remember when we did a practice stream, JoJo gave me a bunch of tips for Sandkeeper and what to do when you're not managing sand. So when you sand the levers up, you know, the number of sands in the thing. There's some things that Sandkeeper can do. I'm trying to remember what they were.
_crafting_ bit attacked. X1000.
Training hard.
Hi Scar, you should check out a show called The Owl House. It's an amazing Disney show, but it was sadly cut short due to Disney
Oh, got cut off. He literally got cut off when it said cut. It got cut short due to Disney claiming it didn't fit their brand. It was really sad because the show had some amazing writing and LGBT representation. But you said it's back. But it's back now. Oh, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll check it out. I've never heard of it. Actually, no, that's an animated show, isn't it? Actually, wait, I have heard of that, I think. It's an animated show, right? I love how you said it got cut when Scarvis cut it off. Scarvis's like number of words that it now says is like half than what it used to be, right? It seems like it's less than like a tweet. I think it's like half. It's like a tweet. It literally is like Scarvis is saying less words than he's ever said before. I need to look at how many like characters it's using. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm in between shows. I just finished The Crown, so I am in between shows. That is such a well put together show. My gosh. The writing and acting and like the way that they write in that show is an absolute work of art. How there's small little things that they like tie in at the beginning. That's like an overarching thing. It's just so well put together. Such a masterpiece of a written show. I actually learned a lot from the writing of that show. But anyway. But now I have nothing else. No, I've got nothing. But I'm actually reading or listening to some audiobooks right now, which I've been enjoying quite thoroughly. I am listening to Aragon again. It's been I never finished the series, so I'm very excited to finally finish it. I think I read the first 2 books. There's 3, right? There's 3, right? Wednesday is really good. What is Wednesday? What is Wednesday? I don't know what Wednesday is. Yeah, I am using Audible. Wednesday was big. I don't know what Wednesday is. Yesterday was a Wednesday. I'm confused. Oh, Addams Family Wednesday. Oh, wait. There's a new Addams Family? Is there a new Addams Family on Netflix? I didn't hear of this. I didn't know. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I will check it out because, like, as I said, I am in between. I am very much in between shows right now. Just waiting for Mando. Just waiting for Mando. Just waiting for Mando. Oh, hey, by the way, I have a thought on Andor, and I want to get your opinion on it. I have a thought on Andor. This isn't so much a spoiler either, so don't worry about that. It's more of the way the show was presented on Disney Plus. So when Disney created Disney Plus, they kind of brought back the model of, I guess maybe not the right word, but kind of scarcity, right? So they say how they do it is they'll be like, we're going to release every week. Whereas Netflix and Amazon prior to that, I don't know about HBO. I don't think HBO did that, but they would release all of the show at once, right? So back in the day when we watched, what are some of the old shows on Netflix when they first came out? Like was Orange is the New Black or House of Cards or any of those types of shows when the streaming service first started, they would dump the entire show on Netflix. And so then people would binge it, or with Stranger Things and stuff along those lines, they would dump it. And I think HBO kept their model of like episode after episode. I can't quite remember because they're also come from a network background. So then Disney comes in, they're like, well, we have a scarcity of content, so we're going to do episode by episode to make sure people stay subscribed for as long as possible. And in some ways that actually, I think, in my opinion, benefited Mandalorian. I think Mandalorian benefited from the fact that their episodes were staggered like that. So every week, because Mandalorian, there's a lot of mystery, a lot of suspense in the show. There's a lot of things we don't know. So obviously it's very exciting to see, I wonder what this is going to be or how this piece of the story is going to come together and stuff like that. They leave a lot of like suspense on the table, and that means that YouTubers can make a lot of speculation videos. So that gets people talking about your show long after the show has aired, and that's just free marketing publicity for you. So it worked really well for Mandalorian. I don't think it worked well for Andor. Andor is a different show than Mandalorian, and I think Andor would have benefited by having all of its episodes released all at once. It's not a show like that like people just like at the edge of their seat sometimes, like when in Mando, like what's going to happen type of thing. It's not to say it's a bad show by any means. It's just a different kind of show. And I think it would have benefited from having all of its episodes out. Doing one at a time, I think you could see the ratings dropping too. So I think it would have been better to just do one straight shot of that series all the way out. So yeah, I think that show would have benefited from that. Because some shows just don't benefit from episode after episode, like one episode at a time. Just doesn't benefit from it. I think Game of Thrones does, because there's a lot of mystery in it. It's like, what's going to happen? It makes people talk at the, with their friends on Discord. They're talking there. They're talking at the water cooler at work. Oh! Cup! So yeah, that show works really, really well for that. So, people get very excited, like, this happened, this happened today, this happened that. But Andor wasn't really that, and I think it would have been so much better to release it all at once. And I know for oh, I didn't get dirt. That's what I needed. I know for me, I would have enjoyed the show more. Why was there just pumpkins chilling out over here? There was a pumpkin there. Did you see a pumpkin? I saw a pumpkin. I don't know why a pumpkin was there. I would have enjoyed Andor more as more of a binged series, in my opinion. But yeah. Well, but apologies about the crate issue. At least it should be fixed now when Tango updates the server. My dude, thank you so much for fixing that. Especially, whoa. But yeah, no problem, man. Like, no problem at all. We're just happy to have such amazing mods. I did mention this to the guys the other day when we were doing secret things for secret projects to come to Create. I was like, the Create mod, like do you guys agree with me? The Create mod is better than like 85% of games on Steam. I can't wait for you guys to see what Create is and the power of Create. Like, we have some plans that are a little bit wild. And when I was seeing that some of the things that we could potentially do when we were doing secret things, I still hold this. Create is better than 85% of stuff on Steam. Like, it could be an absolute standalone game. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see what we do on that series. Like, you look at it right now and like, you know, Tango's building power plants, and Seth's getting all these machines that we broke today. I haven't got an episode out, but I've got stuff too. B-Dibs is making trams. Corrales is living his best life making ferns. But that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing what we have planned. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Trains are straight up one of the coolest things. What is it about humans and trains? When I was a kid, I could sit. Why is that piston just doing weird piston things? Why do we think this is the case over here? ZF is catapulting people all over? I haven't seen his episode yet today. Do we have any ideas what's going on here? Oh no, H just bought a... It's funny, I just called it a cement shirt. Anyway, got the greeting shirt. Oh, you're gonna love it. Got the front design, you got the back design. It's gonna be amazing. Any idea what's going on there? It's just a redstone fail. Just a wall. Just broken. Just broken. Just broken. Just broken. Just broken. Okay, how far can a water stream go? So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that as far as you can go with? So you have a source block of water, and you can only go in any direction 4 blocks. Is that it? So it's a 9x9 similar to a beacon. Okay, sweet. All right, so from here, so it's 4, right? Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5 we go right there, and bam. Okay, sweet. Awesome. I forgot what that was. It's been a. I mean, I've only been playing this game since like 2010. But anyway, so excited about what we have planned for Create. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it. And I know some people are still a little wary about modded. What I find with Create is that, and this is why we don't have any other mods in there except maybe like a decoration mod or chiseling bits, is Create just feels natural to Minecraft. It just feels like Create could just be in this vanilla world right now, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of like very advanced whiz bangs and thingamabobs, but it's a very like, I don't know, it just feels very Minecraft. And a lot of mods, like in the early days, like they had cool functionality, but they looked like Mumbo would say, that it looks pants. But Create, not only does it have functionality, it looks incredibly beautiful. Like all the blocks, like it just looks perfect. An industrial era of Minecraft. Oh, wouldn't that be cool, right? Like you're in this version of Minecraft and you can unlock like a whole nother like level of Minecraft in the future. Oh, that was the industrial Minecraft. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? Oh, that'd be amazing. Obviously they're you know, Mojang's not gonna add Create, but I just love the idea of there just being like this other level to unlock. I love it. Anyway, what do we need? Oh, we need note blocks. We need them note blocks. We need a lot of them. We need them note blocks. But yeah, the thought of I don't know how many we need. We got a lot now. The thought of having like another level of Minecraft is interesting. Hermitcraft Season 10, the Industrial Revolution. Don't think that hasn't been brought up. Don't think that hasn't been brought up. It's not that we would probably do that, but that has been brought up. The cogged out edition. The B-dubs cogged out edition. I've been telling the guys, we need to brand that series. I had some ideas. We need a name for that series. We got so excited about it, we didn't make a name. The Cog Fellas. That's a pretty good one. All right. I need cobblestone. I need the cobble. You know, I had a lot of pistons that were lost in those boxes. They're gone now. And they're gone. So we will have to scrounge for our own stuff again. Let's go get ourselves. Oh, that's a silk touch pickaxe. I heard it. Oh, I heard it, but there was nothing I could do. I heard it in my ear and I'm just like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Not too much damage, thankfully. Not too much damage. The Cog Fathers. Yeah, there was a creeper behind me, yes. So, hey, what is this, Cub? What is this shenanigans? What is this shenanigans here? Oh, that sneaky guy. All right, let's fix this up. So here's a question for you guys. You just had the most insane thing happen in Hollywood, at least in our lifetime. Just the backroom deals, the craziness that went on to bring Bob Iger back. If you're in Bob Iger's position and you now have the keys to the kingdom, and you have now the power to do a whole lot of stuff with the company. It's your vision now. What would you do? The company's mandate to Bob Iger is find a successor. This is so far just public. Find a successor and create a strategic roadmap for the future, because the company lacks a roadmap to the future. Okay. So what would you do? Jelly hurt? What's wrong with Jelly? Was she okay? What happened? Was she okay? I don't know. She just jumped back up on her bed. She looks okay. Jelly, you okay? She looks really grumpy. She looks really grumpy. Create a jelly game. Oh, I like it. I like the jelly game. I like that. New concepts for animated movies. They have been relying on a lot of tried and true things that maybe they haven't really tried a lot of new stuff in the recent years. It's true. I think he has a successor in mind already. There's two successors. Josh Tomorrow and what's her name? Mare? I forgot her first name. She came in the Fox acquisition. I think her name's Mare. I might be mixing her up. There's like 3 Fox people that they've talked about. I forgot what this other person's name was. What was her name? I had never heard of her till now, because she was more behind the scenes, not too much of a public facing. Whereas Josh Tomorrow is very public facing. Oh, Diana Walden. Diana Walden. That's her name. Okay, so the 2 successors that are making the waves right now are Josh Tomorrow and Dana Walden. The other person, there was another Fox person. I always forget the Fox people's names. That guy got fired by Chapek. And then there was another guy that got booted at the start of Chapek's era, who was supposedly like second in line. So yeah, you have Josh Tomorrow and you have Walden, or Diana Walden. Those are 2 internal candidates. External candidates, there are external candidates. There's also there's a small possibility this could happen. There's a very small possibility that Iger positions the company to be bought by Apple. So this is a small possibility, but it's a possibility that's been discussed long before this time. It was discussed back in Steve Jobs' day. It was discussed. Coggin Company, I like that. So yeah, Apple. Steve Jobs expressed interest to Jobs. This was a rumor for a while, and it was confirmed in Bob Iger's book. It was a quote that I posted on Twitter, which is interesting. He was a little more coy with the way he phrased it in his book, but those discussions did happen. And you kind of ask yourself, like, is that a good fit? Is that even a good fit for Apple? I'm not entirely sure that I would want that, but it's an interesting thought path for sure. Would I say if like the vote came in and they send the shareholders packets out and you vote like approve this merger, would I vote for that? Probably not. But like I said, it's a very interesting thought where you're like, huh, interesting. Like, would I support that? What would it bring? What would Apple mean to Disney? What would it give Apple? It would give Apple Disney's library, and overnight, Apple would become a streaming behemoth. They would have Disney's entire intellectual property catalog for their own streaming service, backed up by their own streaming service and backed up by a $2.4 trillion company. Apple is currently valued at. Disney is anywhere based on their stock prices. It's very fluctuating at the moment. So their market cap can anywhere be 150 billion to 170 or 180 billion. So Apple could buy Disney. They could. So if they bought it, they would get that. But does Apple really want to be in the cruise business? Does Apple really want to be in the theme park business? Does Apple want to be in the publishing business? Does Apple want to be in the action figure business? Does Apple want any of that? And the answer to me is no, they do not. I do not think Apple wants the theme parks. I do not think Apple wants cruise ships. I don't think they want any of that. So that's the likelihood of this merger not happening. But never think that those discussions haven't been talked about, or they won't be talked about at some point. Bob Iger is a very large shareholder and was prior to Disney Plus's launch on the board of Apple and was a personal friend of Steve Jobs. But yeah, they do not want those divisions. Now, if they were to buy the company and they get that massive library, because how many more of these phones can you sell? How many, what can you maybe squeeze out another like percentage point of people to buy a phone or this or that? That's why Apple's in the subscription business now by creating their different subscription services, their exercise subscription service, their streaming service subscription, their cloud service subscription. So that's where they're moving to, because how many more people can buy these? They have reached a point where they can maybe squeeze a percentage or lose a percentage. I need so much more cobblestone. So the question is, like, where is their next vertical they're going into? And that is, they've done the streaming stuff and some of those service things. And Disney's catalog and library would be great for them. They would also regain control of Pixar, which is hilarious. But I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they want to manage the assets that Disney has, the theme parks, cruise ships, all of that. I think if Disney was just Disney Plus, they would have bought them yesterday. But that's a big difference right now. Every minute there are 33 babies are born, so there's never enough. That's a complicated question. That's a complicated question, because you would say that you're only just churning your own numbers, because most populations are declining anyway. And most Western countries are declining populations anyway. And then if you're just churning, then one person doesn't have a phone anymore and now another person does. You're not like adding to that number. So they can only squeeze percentage points. That's why they've moved into other areas. If they were to acquire the company and take the rights to the library, and now they have an enormous streaming service.
X1000. We think Multiverse Jelly was killed by the creeper. Could you check?
Oh, was she right here? Oh. Man, today has been a series of unfortunate events. Did she show up in the chat? I didn't name her, so I guess they wouldn't have showed up. I hadn't named her yet. Why can't I find my arrow? Oh man, that's a bummer. Jelly, she's sad. She won't even look at me. She's sad. Real life Jelly's sad right now. Oh, dang it. I thought that was her for a second, but it is only a chicken. I was checking here because that's where Solidarity gave me the, dang it. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Oh wait, wrong pickaxe. Well, that's a bummer. Oh man. I'll have to get another one. But yeah, I think we were talking about I think if Apple bought the library, they would spin off the rest of the divisions. They would create a separate company, similar to maybe how the Tokyo Disney parks are run, stuff like that. They'd spin off the theme parks. That's a reasonable solution.
She might have stood up and teleported somewhere you went.
That is true. That is true. The thing is, I don't entirely remember her being by those chests. So I'll have to go back and see. Like you said, maybe she teleported. But yeah, it's a possibility to see. It's a possibility to see if they bought Disney, they would merge or whatever it would be. That they would just spin off the theme park cruise ships. That whole division would get spin off into its own division. And honestly, I would be happy about that. I am a parks guy through and through. I'm a parks guy over anything else. And I think a lot of parks people are tired of the parks holding up the failing studios that can't make any money. But good old theme parks can, and so theme parks, all their revenue gets taken right off into the sunset to go fund Disney Plus, and then there is no new capital expenditures being sold in the parks, except they're just nickel and diming their guests so that they can keep their failing Disney Plus alive. So parks people, we would be perfectly happy to have it spun off into its own company, and it would be amazing. Parks people would be very happy. So yeah, I would not mind that. And plus, like, if it was ran like the OLC in Tokyo, even better. They know how to run a parks there. They run it on the old school model, like, you know, treat your guests with respect type of thing. You know, spend lots of money on your theme parks so the guests get excited and want to come back lots. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Nothing too complicated. Nothing real complicated. You don't nickel and dime your guests. You give your guests a great experience, and your guests will keep coming back as loyal customers. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how they do it in Tokyo. Is the Paris park as expensive? I don't know, but the Tokyo Disney parks are cheaper than the American parks. And if you are familiar with how they're run and how the rides are designed, all the incredible things that they have in those parks, it is a far superior, it's far superior than the American parks at a cheaper price. I'm gonna make a dirt hoe. What was I thinking? Let's make a dirt hoe. That scared me. Yeah, I've never been to Paris, and I don't know too much about the park, so I don't know. Like, I know actually for foreign parks, I know more about Hong Kong and Tokyo, but a little less about Paris. I know more of like Paris's like history and its development and its troubles and tribulations, but like operationally, like how much it costs, this and that, I don't know too much. I think I one time looked at how much their hotel was, and it was very expensive. It's like, whoo, it's expensive. But considering what they're charging now in the United States, it's probably a bargain. To get back on the crate mod, I'm gonna have to do a bunch more mod finagling. So yeah, I don't want to do that on stream unless I'm ranting. Unless I'm ranting. Yeah, but I would love to go to, when I go to Europe, I will 100% go to Tokyo, or not Tokyo. I wish. I would definitely go to Disneyland Paris. Because it's like once in a lifetime to like see a foreign park, especially being Tony Baxter's park. Like, how can I not go to Tony Baxter's theme park? That is Tony Baxter's park. He was the head Imagineer for that, and he did quite the job. He always referred to Disneyland being the charm, Disney World being the majesty, or like epicness. I forgot what he called Disney World. And then Disneyland Paris was the most beautiful park in all of the Disney kingdoms, is how he always phrased it. The amount of money that they spent on Paris was astronomical. That's why it's so beautiful. Like everything about it, like the pathways, the detail in the buildings, it's all just absolutely incredible. I think I mixed up this a little bit. This is supposed to go in a particular order. Like for whatever reason, it like helps crowds grow. James got a Scarland t-shirt just like the one I am wearing right here. I hope you enjoy your Scarland t-shirt, and yeah, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. And the shirts, by the way, I think it's on the 30th. After the 30th, it's no longer holiday shipping. So they wouldn't come in time for Christmas, where they are, where they most likely will come, you know, for Christmas. I think there's like it. I don't think you can ever guarantee shipping, especially in this day and age. But But yeah, it's at least they will definitely try to make sure that they arrive by Christmas. I think they start shipping. I think it's listed as the 16th, but I think they will start shipping sooner than that. That's kind of like a, you know, just in case type thing. But yeah, shipping is almost up on those things. All right, so we need to grab our notebooks and we need to grab our pistons. And we need stone, and we have very little of that. Let's grab some more of that. Have we already talked about MCC? Just a little bit. Super excited, like we talked about. We're playing with Gem, Rambo, and JoJo, back-to-back champions, by the way. We're gonna go back-to-back. Undefeated dodgeball contestant here. I don't know if you guys know, but I am undefeated. So yeah, I'd like to keep my undefeated status. That's right. I'd like to keep my undefeated status. I'm super excited, and I suspect that this will be Christmas themed, right? So we're gonna have some fun like Christmas themes, so that'll be sweet. I'm hoping we play Meltdown. I'm really hoping we play Sands of Time. I'd love to redeem myself in Build Mart. I've always had such awful Build Marts. Everyone I've done, I had the first MCC I did, I had a couple goofs, and then the second time I did Build Mart, it was like a wild card Build Mart, so it was different. It was confusing. It was like Sans the Build Mart or something. I'd like to play like a vanilla Build Mart would be cool. But if I don't play Build Mart, I'm not too fussed. But what I would really like to play is Rocket Spleef. Very much would like to play Rocket Spleef. Mildly hoping that Parkour Tag is benched. That would be a delight for sure. That would be a delight for sure. I'm never an enormous fan of Skyblock, but okay, I'm okay with it. Survival games is fun. I think we did a fantastic job last time. I've had two fun survival games, so I'd be okay with that. I think we have a good team for that. I know there's the Parkour Warrior now. I don't know a lot. I need to watch a video on it. I need to see what that's all about because it's new. But yeah, I really do hope that Rocket Spleef's in it. That's one of my favorite games. And it's one game that I'm actually decent at. Oh, and Ace Race. I know Ace Race has been in a lot of MCCs recently, so there's a chance it could be the one benched. We don't know what's going to be benched, but if it's... I need a little bit of stone. If it's not benched, I would like to do that one because I've gotten considerably better in the last two MCCs at it. And I've been quite happy with my performance, and I'd like to improve it. So that'd be cool. I really like that one too. Rambo hates survival games. Yeah, I mean those ones aren't my favorite, but I've always done well. I'll say this: not that I've really done well. I've been on two good teams, and I think that matters a lot when you're playing. If you have good teams, if you're on a bad team, yeah, it's not gonna be super fun. So I've been lucky in the last 2 times to have really good teams. Let's see. Remember's good at Parkour Tag. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. It's good to know. And yeah, I'll really try my absolute hardest not to throw a potion at JoJo. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Let's see. These need pistons. So we gotta do pistons here. Come on, line it up. There we go. There we go. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way of making this farm, but it's the way I did it. But yeah, super excited about MCC. So yeah, mark your calendars. We're gonna have a really fun one. And this is the last MCC for a little bit. So that's sad. So that'll be the last MCC for a bit. It goes on hiatus for a little. Well, we're gonna need to make more observers. I had more observers, but they're gone now. There we go. Sweet. I think this is correct. I think so far we're doing well. There we go. This will increase capacity by this. Whoop, no. This will increase capacity by a ton. Nice. Solid. Scar Redstone. Yeah, I can follow a tutorial like no other. Redstone genius here. How long is MCC on hiatus? Probably similar to, I suspect, maybe similar to last year. Oh, there we go, clean. Just trying to line these up so they don't go like, you know, askew like that. When is MCC? I believe it is on the December 3rd. December 3rd. That is actually coming up really soon. That's coming up way sooner than I thought. Wow. Man, we're almost in December. It's crazy. Man, time really flew this year. Jeez Louise. I think I need more of these. Man, time really did fly, am I right? It's crazy. What were we doing last year? Oh, I remember last year. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's something to be thankful of right now. Here's something to be thankful of. Last year at this time, I was trying to get discharged from the hospital. It was, so we were, I mean, what were we? Just on the tail end of like, what? Delta before Omicron. So I think it was. So the hospital was still under pretty severe restrictions. So yeah, I was coming out of the hospital and it was the most eerie time in the hospital I've ever been in. So it was Thanksgiving with very, very strict COVID protocols. There wasn't a single person. Like all the lights were off, all the chairs were gone. And I remember like walking through the hospital leaving. I was like, man, I've been here for so long. I'm so happy to get out. I hadn't seen anybody because the hospital, I was isolated. So only people I saw was nurses and doctors. I hadn't seen any of my family for almost like a week, basically. And finally, like on Thanksgiving, that was my day. I was getting out finally. That was last year when I was dealing with some pretty horrendous infections in my feeding tube. I suspect that I don't have much of this, but here's some, thankfully. But I just remember coming out of there and it was just so scary. Like it was just deserted. It's just deserted. You know when you walk through something that's usually very busy and, you know, lots of people milling around even at any hour, right? Lots of, Sclubby, thank you for getting the Scarland shirt. You're going to be rocking this shirt, but black. I think you got the black one. Yeah, it's going to be super nice. Super nice. Nice printing, by the way. You know, it's that rubbery stuff. It's nice. It's not printed like a printer machine. Like it's properly printed. But yeah, it was super eerie. So I guess that is a good thing that we can think of, that we can be thankful for, or at least I can be thankful that I am not in the hospital this year for Thanksgiving, which was the case last year. And it was quite the experience. Yeah, it was, I think leaving the hospital there, that's when they were like, we got no idea what to do with you at this point. Because they stabilized me. When I went into the hospital, it was very like dire. Like my neutrophils were, I don't know, like 200. I can't remember. They were in whatever the lab value they call critical. They were very, very bad. My infection was awful, and they were able to like stabilize everything, but they're like, I don't know, we don't know what to do. And you know, I suspected I had a bloodstream infection. They didn't agree. And then the cultures came back and they're like, well, I mean, there are some colonized things in your blood, but it's like right on the edge of what we would consider a shirt. You got a haka shirt. Gonna rock the haka shirt. Gonna rock the haka shirt. Thank you so much for the support. You're gonna love that shirt. You're gonna love that shirt. It's got a really cool feeling to it because it's got that cool like acid wash design on it. Super sweet. Anyway, it was so yeah, at that point they were not really knowing what to do. And then of course they decided, let's go into surgery. And then I was gone for a very long time. It's gone for a very long time. By the way, I talked to my insurance. You know, I've been having those insurance issues. I talked to them. So the guy I talked to was super, super nice. He's a very nice guy. And you know, it kind of reminds you sometimes, you know, there are like you I don't know, I guess you have to look at things in a way of like, this guy was genuinely trying to help inside of just a frustrating system. So I appreciate this guy. He did absolutely go above and beyond to help me. So what he's trying to do is make sure that my hospital doesn't dump me again. So basically what happened, if you go back about a few months, you'll know that I tweeted out that my insurance dropped my hospital. My hospital that I've been going to for over 15 years. All my doctors are there, specialists that I can't get anywhere else. Maybe if I go up to Seattle, like 4 hours away, things along those lines. So they did that, but what it really turns out to, and what at least what insurance tells me, so what they tell me is that my hospital dropped my network that I was in. And so what it was they looked at my insurance company and they wanted to just completely get rid of that insurance company. And then the insurance negotiators came back and they were like, hey, if you drop all of these people, this is how much quote unquote money you're going to lose. And so the hospital decided to keep employer health plans, but get rid of all individual health plans. And I'm in an individual health plan, and quite a few people in my similar position were like, you're just leaving us out to dry? Like, and a lot of our anger was directed really at insurance, but in this case, it does seem like the hospital was trying to maximize its profits. It's why I always say, never let the hospitals off the hook too. You keep an eye, we keep a close eye and a lot of vigor towards the, the insurance companies, but hospitals can be to blame as much as anyone else. So, you know, you think like, oh, the doctors and whatever. It's not them. It's not the nurses. It's not them. It's the high level, C-suite executives who are trying to maximize their, the returns and profits at the hospital. And this is a university government institution. And it's like, they did that, a hospital that preaches, all the time about, taking care of, people and they're just constantly preaching this stuff. The second that they have a chance to drop somebody that maybe they were making slightly less money on, they're doing a flat second. So, well, they could sloganeer all day long at their place, but at the end of the day, when the dollar comes in, it's like, you're out of there, you're out of there. So it looks like they've negotiated for 2023 a new plan that does have my hospital in it. So that's good. But yeah, it's why I always say you never. It's not that you let the insurance companies off the hook, but you never let the hospitals off, because they can be just as bad, which is just sad to think about, quite honestly. But this guy helped me get sorted out. So that was nice. It took an hour and a half on the phone. It took an hour and a half. Oh, that's why there's no videos this week. That's one of the many reasons. This was like a very long process. A very long process. It just frustrates me about that hospital because I know the people in charge. And it's like, you guys really did this? You really did this? So from what this person told me was, like, say you have the university hospital and you have three other private institution hospitals. And these hospitals are ever increasing their capacity and their ability to provide things that maybe the university was the only hospital that provided it. And these hospitals are all in what they call their quote unquote networks. And inside those networks, they're able to provide slightly less. So if like insurance companies negotiate, like if you just use our system, if you just go to our system, we'll charge you slightly less. And so my hospital was a university system, and it basically was just considered a provider. It didn't have any of these like network stuff. So at some point they were like, well, we need to get into the network game. And so then they created their own network through their hospital to not get like left in the dust. And another thing is like, well, why is the, you know, the university system, like, why is it being so greedy, like trying to get money, right? Like, what is it doing? Orange TV, thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're making a farm here and ranting about things because today apparently is Scar Rants Day. Scar Rants have fallen off the platform. But yeah, welcome everybody. Good to have you. So it's like, why is this place being, you know, like greedy? Why are they doing this? So apparently, like what they've been trying to do is recruit high-level talent to the hospital. So they need to maximize as much money as possible to pay, quote unquote, high-level talent to the hospital. So that's where their profit incentive comes in, is trying to pay these doctors as much as possible to lure them to the hospital. So then the hospital gets more prestige by having these higher caliber doctors, and then they show up higher in the rankings. And it's just like, man, I thought this was just about like healing people, not like not being so crazy about, you know, oh, we're going to show up in the ranking systems and we got the prestige and all this stuff. And it's like, man, what happened to just trying to get people better? Is that such a novel concept? But, yeah, it's sad. It's sad, quite honestly. There we go. All right, sweet. How many more levels do we got? So 3 more. We got it. Prestige doesn't save lives. You know, it's... Yeah, they try to sometimes appeal to get very like quote unquote prestigious doctors. That then, you know, that adds more legitimacy to say like a transplant team or a neuro team or something like that. So it's sad, honestly. Sometimes I hope that someday we kind of reprioritize what we think's important. Oh, we're out of the note blocks. And observers, are we out of observers? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you're right. You have like you have one side, you know, trying to get profits. The other side, literally just spending every penny they can to get more prestige and more standing within their academic circles. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. All right, so we need more of. I'd rather not use this, or rather not, because I would rather not go and get more of that. There we go. Sweet. All right. What did we need? We needed note blocks and potentially, do we need more? And we might need more observers. We may need more observers. I think we have 3 rows, correct? I think we have 3 rows. Let's, so we do have some nether quartz. We always seem to be out of cobble. Let me see if Jimmy has some quick cobble. Let me see. Let me see if he got some quick cobble here. Oh, look at this. Some new chests over here. I'm not seeing any cobble. Literally not seeing any cobble.
Rum's okay, chicken bit attacked. X20000. Hashtag root to bed for life. Glad you're streaming today. Love what you do and the rants. Hashtag Tower of Tower Fall.
Oh, Rum, that's immensely generous of you. I very much appreciate that. You've broken this scar today. Thank you. Thank you, Rum. Very much appreciated. Can we get some hearts and some jellies in the chat for Rum? It's very generous of you. And Tower of Terror. I can't even talk. Tower of Terror for life. I did it. I used words. Tower of Terror for life. Do we have the data pack on here to make cobbled deep slate for cobbled recipes? I can't remember. I guess I could check. No, that's like a create thing, I think. But yeah, Rum, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. That is very generous and very much appreciated. Hey, it's Oris. Thank you so much for the brand new subscription. Very much appreciated. Welcome aboard the Starship Good Times. There we go. All right, sweet. Sweet. Let's see. Surely you become doctor the first place to cure and help people. Science discover research. If you wanted money, you'd become an accountant or something. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, you know, like say in an academic field, right? These doctors are at such a level that something that makes them stand out is research. So a big thing they'll want to do is, you know, can that hospital provide me a lab? And what is the budget for that lab? Can I, if I go to the University of Jelly, are they going to give me a lab with 5 PhDs, this, and this? And like, that's how a lot of these doctors, whoa, you're packing heat. Whoa. That's how a lot of these doctors will go. It's like, what? Yeah, there's their base salary, whatever. But a lot of them will go where they can get the largest research grants. Like how much can that hospital fund their research? So then, you know, say a university is going to make sure that their prices, or they're charging a fortune to pay for all these research stuff. So it's just so crazy sometimes. Because I know one time I was supposed to have a bunch of genetic testing done. Insurance wasn't going to pay for it, but the hospital was going to pay for it as I forgot how it was. It was like they were going to use me and like 5 other people as their first like test candidates for all this new sequencing stuff. But that doctor never got that off the ground because the hospital wouldn't give him budget for like, I think he needed 2 PhDs and like an assistant or 2 or something. But he didn't get it, and that stuff never happened, unfortunately. That guy scared me. That guy scared me down there. I think we needed observers, right? Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, it is a weird world. Sometimes you don't want to see behind the curtain. Sometimes it's just like, I just don't know. I just don't know. I want to know this. All right, so now we can finish this. Bam, bam. Look at this. Look at the speed. Look at the precision. Look at the accuracy. Look at that accuracy. Oh, okay. No, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a double mistake. By the way, have any of you guys played? Have any of you guys played that new Call of Duty DMZ or Warzone yet? I played the DMZ and I was like, what is this? I was so confused. I'm like, are these AI bots or are these humans? I was so confused. I'm like, who are you? I was so confused. I was like, who are you? So I played it, and like DMC just is, it's not that it's bad or anything. I was just so confused. I'm like, am I just really good now and I'm getting all these kills? And then I realized, no, those are AI, Scar. Those are AI. Good job. Good job. Good job. So yeah, so I played that, and then I had all these like sweet guns, right? Turns out you lose them. Turns out you lose them. Wait, that doesn't go there. You lose them in this game mode. So I was having nothing but trouble. I was having nothing but trouble. I haven't played the new Warzone. It's been so long since I played the other one. That was back in what, like, whenever Modern Warfare 1 came out, when the first Warzone came out. Let's see. Observers facing the wrong direction. Let me think. Let me see. They're pointing down. They should be observing downwards. Yes, you are correct. Today has been the day of unfortunate mistakes. Today is, what is it about today? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, most of these are just falling into the pistons, which is fine. We'll pick them up. Oh my gosh. Today's a difficult day. So we go to about, what, to here? Okay, we go to about there. My gosh, at least we made things. Is that a plus? Is that a plus?
Petals Emblem Spit attacked. X 500.
Why weren't those getting sucked up by the pistons? All the pistons are in the right spots, all facing the right way. Shouldn't be full. There's an immense amount of capacity in this thing. Oh, they're full blocks. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. They're full blocks. That's right. I was like, please don't be another mistake. That's what I was freaking out about. I'm like, please don't be another mistake. I can't do another mistake. I can't do another mistake. Oh my gosh. I can't do another mistake. This will give Jimmy so much capacity now that he'll just have just an endless amount of emeralds, which will be great. Mistakes on mistakes. Hello, Rascal. It's been tough. It's been tough. it's been tough. Okay. All right. Observers go on here, and they need to go like this. I don't think I can place this down. I think I need to remove these. I can? I couldn't seem to do it. Need to get it like I guess in the right angle. So I can't do that because I'm blocking the block. What's the thing? F3D? Is it F3D or is that F3B? Hitbox shown. There we go. See, if I go like this, obviously I think I can do that, but that's the wrong way. That's where we were stuck last time. So that's the light. We need the face. I am a redstone genius. Crawl mode. Crawl mode. I guess I could put, what about half slab down and do that? Break this block maybe? Hey, that's the most convoluted way of doing that. Oh. I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do that potentially. There's got to be a better way of doing that. There's got to be a better way. In the chat, let me know. There's got to be a better way. I can't seem to hit it from the top. Yeah, I can't seem to get it. Yeah, I just can't seem to. Nope. From the roof. So we would take. So let's see if we can do that from the roof here. That might be a smart move. Let's see. So are we removing? So it would be like this. We remove the stone and then replace the stone. So something like this potentially. Wait, oh, this is a big brain move you have here. Oh, this is a big brain move. Oh, this is a much bigger brain move than I had. Nice. Let's go. There we go. Nice. All right. I knew that was gonna happen. Fix that. Oh, there we go. Okay. That will be much easier. That'll be much easier. There we go. Sweet. All right. If you guys have any Q&A questions, Give me something to distract myself from my pain of messing this up so many times. It's a good thing I lit up this cave, or this probably would have ended in a disaster. Yeah, if you have any Q&A questions, distract me from this. Distract me from my mistakes. They haunt me right now. They haunt me greatly. So much haunting. So much haunting. Much haunting. Just want to make sure that there's enough light over here. Because if I turn off the gamma, we can see it needs a little more light. Where's Jelly? She is right behind me.
Attacked. X500. Hey Scar, I got my hot guy beanie yesterday. Such good quality and looks amazing. So happy, and now just waiting for my hoodies.
You got your beanie yesterday? Oh, that's interesting that they're already shipping. I didn't know that. So that's the first I've heard that anyone has gotten anything. So yeah, I'm so glad you like it. Oh, that makes me super happy. There we go. There's some positive news after all of my mistakes. I'm so happy that someone finally got their merch. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, sweet. I had no idea that that they were shipping yet. Sweet. I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. I can't wait till you get the rest. I think so what they do, I know it's a different process than, say, like if you just put a t-shirt in a machine and it's just like a printer, it just goes doot, 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 doot. These are like, you know, they do the hand scraping. They put the ink on there and they go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So they usually do it in one big batch, like those type of like screen printing. So it's like they do it in one big batch where they get all the shirts and then they do the machines and the whoop whoops and the wop wops. So I wonder if maybe the hats, they can just go through sewing machines maybe? I should know this. I should know. So I sometimes have a better idea when things go out. I don't know at the moment. But yeah, I'm just so happy somebody got their stuff and they like it. That makes me so happy. All right, so let's put that there and that there, and bam, we're moving, cruising. Just so excited and just destroying my crops. Just so excited, I'm destroying my crops. Anyway, all right, back to this. So these go. Wait, which one do these go on? So pistons need to be on the non-movable blocks. Okay. There we go. Nice. Somebody asked, Scar, that was crooked for a second, but then it decided to rotate itself. So I do appreciate that. What makes Mandalorian your favorite over something like Andor? That's a good question, actually. That's a good question. Because you could obviously say that Mandalorian, if you compare Mandalorian to, say, Andor has what I would arguably say is better acting. Andor has most definitely better sets. Like some of the sets in Andor were fantastic. I guess what I would say is there's like what is it about Mandalorian that I still like more? I know one thing is, like, as much as I love Andor, like sometimes when I watch Andor, I generally get depressed. It's kind of sad. But Mandalorian, there's I would almost say that there's more range and emotion in the Mandalorian. It's never to dismiss Andor. Like I said, I like Andor a lot. But like Mandalorian does have sad parts, there's funny parts. There's more of like a range of emotions in it. That's one thing. And two, I think Mandalore came out and has like a sense of adventure that I also like. I would say that one of the things about Mandalorian is that it came out when I was kind of just not really interested in Star Wars as much anymore. I wasn't a huge fan. Like, we came off of Rise of Skywalker and it was just like, Emperor Palpatine, he came back. Who would have thought? You know, it was just like, I was just like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I just not feeling it right now. And just the Mandalorian hit me just in like the absolute right spot. And I'm just like, oh, I absolutely love Star Wars again. And it got, so then Mandalorian then got me into watching the Clone Wars. Then it got me watching Rebels. And it's, so that was kind of like a fun like gateway of like getting way more into like the animated stuff, which was really fun. So so you could say, yeah, you could say that it helped me get into. Why is that not making seeds? Oh, I know. So that's one thing. But yeah, like I said, not to just I still like Andor a lot, but yeah, Mandalorian's still my favorite. But it Andor was still a fantastic show. Yeah, I got the slices and Grogu. I mean, yeah, it's fun. Like, there's like a mystery, like, where did Grogu come from? That's a fun thing to speculate. There's not a whole lot of speculation really in Andor. It's kind of a show that you enjoy, and then once you're done watching, you kind of forget about it till the next one comes. Whereas like Mandalorian always had a lot of fun speculation, like, where is this gonna go? What's this gonna do? What's that gonna do? What I wish for season 3 with Mandalorian is that they rely less heavily on the void, the volume, I mean. And they work more with practical sets and stuff like that. Another aspect of the Mandalorian that I prefer over Andor is the music. There's nothing really wrong with the music in Andor. It just doesn't have much of a Star Wars feel. It's a nice set of music. It doesn't feel very Star Wars. What is great about the music in Mandalorian is it feels different from John Williams, but still maintains that spirit of Star Wars. That the composer did a fantastic job by creating something new, but something very, very like Star Wars. And everything else like with Andor or Obi-Wan, it kind of feels like the same music I can just get off of, some of the music sites that I go to. It just feels generic. But the music for the Mandalorian is so tailored to the Mandalorian, like that way. And then even Book of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett was, the music was still good. The music really felt Boba Fett like that's Boba Fett's music. It feels Star Wars and it feels different and new and still feels like it can live right next to John Williams. But then when it comes to Obi-Wan or when it comes to Andor, it's fine, but it just feels like something that I could probably just download right now. Like those other ones just feel so special, and that's why I bought both the soundtracks. I have Book of Boba Fett's and Mandalorian's because those soundtracks pumped me up. I love those. I love them. In what was it? It was Book of Boba Fett. When Boba Fett is in the sands of Tatooine and he sees those flares being shot in the distance, and it is the Mandalorian, you could hear the Mandalorian music play a little bit in the background. I was like, let's go, there he is. I was super excited. I'm like, there's that music, because it's just great. Like, it just has such a spirit to it, and it's unique and different, because so much of what Star Wars is the music. It plays such an enormous part in the success of Star Wars is the music of Star Wars, and it's something that I always look for. And if it's just a bunch of generic music, then it's like, eh. And of course, Baby Yoda's cute. We all like Baby Yoda. He's fun. We look out for that little guy, right? We look out for him. You're making me want to watch The Mandalorian again so badly, man. When Mando starts up, right? It did have a little bit of a different vibe than some of the other Star Wars stuff. And I remember when he walks into that cantina, and you're like, what's gonna happen here? And he literally like cuts that guy in half in that aperture door. It's like, there we go. That's what we're talking about. But like I said, I don't mean to dog on Andor by any means. I liked Andor a lot. But yeah, there's just a few elements of Mandalorian that I preferred. I think all these need to be filled in. It's a Western. It is a Western. So that's what Dave Filoni has said, right? That Mandalorian is a little bit more Western, and Ahsoka is going to be a little bit more samurai inspired, I think is what he has said. I will never forgive Disney for messing up Obi-Wan. Man, the thing is that it's the sad fact is like sometimes, you know, there's something you might not like as much when you first watch it, and then you watch it again, and you're like, hey, actually, this isn't so bad. Unfortunately, Obi-Wan kind of is in the opposite for me. Every time I've watched an episode or two and I've kind of gone back, I've actually kind of disliked it more, which is kind of a bummer because I didn't want to. I was hoping that I'd actually like it more. But, you know, we still got some fun things from Obi-Wan. I really liked seeing Leia. I was happy they built her character up, so I was happy about that. It's always wonderful to see Ewan and of course finally getting Hayden back. But, you know, they just kind of gave it like the cheapest budget possible. And, you know, hey, I've said it before, Obi-Wan should have been treated with the same respect and budget as something like House of Dragons. Like, it should have got the top tier talent in terms of like, you know, set decorations and this and that and all that. And it didn't. It didn't, sadly. I mean, you go back to the Fortress Inquisitory or whatever it's called. And when the snow speeders or whatever came in, they literally kept change scale at certain times. Like all of a sudden there were these huge things, and then they were really small, and then they're really big, and it's just like the CG on that scene was just brutal. It was brutal. It was sad. It was sad. And then Wade. I mean, we got to know Wade, and we were really emotional when he died, and it's just, you know, it was a lot. And the trench coat, you know, just classic gags. Your classic gags and jokes. I just couldn't do it. I still stand by that that episode is the worst thing on Disney Plus. There's no other show, movie that is any worse than that scene. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah. I mean, some of the oh, hold on. Why can't I click on that? Ah, there it is. There we go. Come on. There it is. There we go. So fun thoughts. You know, it's interesting to speculate on what we could potentially see from Andor season 2. It'd be interesting to see kind of where they go with that, because seeing where it kind of left off now kind of makes you kind of think, without giving too many spoilers, you can think like, oh, okay, kind of maybe know where we're going, maybe. Kind of exciting, huh? Kind of exciting. Oh, we forgot one. No, wait, I'm not doing one right there. I'm excited for the next season. Because I think we're going to get a little bit more. Might be getting a little bit more action, because Mom Mothma, she's gonna get in some trouble soon. She's gonna be getting in some troubles. And Saw Gerrera is gonna go get even more crazy. He's a good character. He's been in a lot. Saw Gerrera's been in a lot of content. I was thinking about this the other day. Saw Gerrera has been in Clone Wars. He has been in. No, my brain just went blank. He's been in Clone Wars. He's been in Rogue One. He's been in Jedi Fallen Order. He's been in Andor now. And he was in, what's the other thing he was in? He was in Rebels. Yeah, Rebels. Yeah, he's been in a lot of content at this point. I was realizing that yesterday. And I love his character arc too, right? Because he gets a little bit more crazy. You know, he starts out, you know, just kind of, you know, trying to help the people, and then by Rogue One, he's just a crazy guy. So he's got a fun arc, and he definitely gets more beat up too. You notice that, right? He just gets more and more contraptions. So yeah, you know, interesting. In Andor, there was a couple of scenes from the trailer that never made it to production. I noticed there was a scene in his cave with some gunfighting. That's Rascal, yeah, Extremist. Like that's, I mean, he plays that absolutely perfectly as his character arc progresses. There was no gunfight, so it must have been a scene that got deleted. Scar, can you Hawkeye somebody? No, there is nobody on, but I can Hawkeye myself if you want me to. There's nobody else on. Oh, question. When is Jedi Fallen Order? Or not Fallen Order, that was the prior game. When is Jedi Survivor coming out? Do we have a release date? I think I may have asked this before, but I don't remember if we had one at that point. Because that is something I'm also quite looking forward to next year. Do we have a release date yet? For the lols, you want me to Hawkeye myself? I can do that. Let's see, Q&A Scar. Hey Scar, what do you think of Hawkeye cosplayers? Have I seen a Hawkeye cosplayer? If I did, I would be so happy. I'd be so happy. I don't know if I've seen a Hawkeye cosplayer. You implied that there's been many. You implied that there has been many, but I don't know if I've seen a Hawkeye cosplayer. If I saw one, I would be like, heck yeah. I've seen a few. Oh man, I want to see some Hawkeye cosplayers. But do we have a go on TikTok? No thanks. It's May, April. Oh, okay. No, that's not terribly far away. It's not terribly far away. I don't really like what TikTok does to my brain. I've tried. I went on there, you know, and it's like you just go like this. And then 4 hours go by and you're like,
it's _Brandon_RL bit attacked. X500. You get to write your own show/movie with Disney backing you. What is it and what's the plot?
Oh, I wish you would have asked theme park attraction. It's my bread and butter. That's a good question. You know, we came up with an idea a long time ago about stormtroopers. It was like kind of like the life of a stormtroopers. We spent a long time in chat like brainstorming that and how fun it would be kind of to like see the life of maybe like a person, like what happened to them, what like them becoming a stormtrooper, going through training, and then maybe like breaking away and becoming, you know, there's like a cool story in that. I think one of my favorite characters from not Rebels but from Andor was actually the captain from the garrison at the what's your opinion of Bob Iger? We talked about that for like an hour before. Was the disinfected officer at the Volt place. That guy played that role so well. You know, like you could tell, you know, he's still inside of him. He's a military man, but he's been betrayed by the Empire. And in him playing kind of both sides, not so much playing both sides, but kind of like, you know, putting up a facade for the Empire that, you know, he's still this officer, very studious, but then, you know, he's helping the rebels. Like he played that character so well, and it's like, I want more of that. I want more of that. I mean, yeah, we had Finn, but Disney just destroyed his character. Like there was so much more that Finn could have been, but they just, they felt like, I don't know. Maybe if they had a consistent directors through the sequels, we could have had more of an arc with him. But yeah, Finn, what the guy in Andor is what Finn should have been, and it would have been wonderful. And I've got a bomber jacket, super awesome. I hope you enjoy, Amber. I hope you enjoy your bomber jacket. Look, it's super fancy other than Hawkeye jacket. But yeah, I want a show, something like that, like a disinfected officer or something. I think that would be really, really cool. Maybe he's sabotaging from within. There was that show, like, what was that? It was like Valkyrie or something. What was that? There was it was like Tom Cruise was in it, I think. It was during World War II. He was a disinfected like Nazi, and then he set the bomb in the bunker and it blew up, but then the table, you know, the whole thing, like something like a story kind of about that in the Empire could be really cool too. Like that could be a really cool thing. I don't know. I'm spitballing like things in my head, like what could be. Oh wait, these aren't set up. Do these have pistons under them? Not pistons. Oh they do. Okay, we'll get these set up. I mean, that could be really cool. Like if there's an officer in the Empire that maybe is trying to kill the Emperor, maybe that, or maybe not that high level, but maybe it's, you know, just sabotaging stuff like that. I think that could be really cool. That could, like, you could take the story of Valkyrie and maybe create a Star Wars story around that. That could be really cool. I mean, Rascal mentioned because we're mainly thinking Star Wars at the moment, but like a Top Gun Star Wars, and obviously that's what we're gonna get with Rogue One, but apparently nobody got along and we're not getting it. It's just a bummer. That actually looked really cool. I mean, the director, Patty Jenkins, looked like she was like super passionate. You know, she's roller skating. She's doing a roller skating, talking about her dad. And I was all for it. I'm like, what the heck? This is gonna be amazing. Like a fighter pilot Star Wars movie. This is gonna be fantastic. But apparently there was like creative differences and all this stuff. And it's like, man, come on. Can we all get along? Can we all get along? We want our fighter pilot show. So that was kind of a bummer. So that was kind of a bummer. So yeah, those are something. But then, okay, then what would I want if it was like an animated show that wasn't like a Star Wars thing? You have a budget behind you. I have quite a few story like things. They're actual books that I want to write, but they're not very fleshed out. So how about this? How about this? In a few years, when you read my book, is this in the wrong spot? This is in the wrong spot. I messed this up, right? No, this observes and this pushes down. Then you'll be like, okay, that's the story Scar wants. there is a book idea that I have in my head I think about every night that I want to write. It's a very, I think it could be a rather unique story. But the thing is, I'm incredibly dyslexic, and could you imagine reading something that I wrote? Oh my gosh, it'd be insane. Yeti Whiskers, 87 months. Well, I hope you're doing well, Yeti, and a very, very happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. But yeah, when you read my book, no, not Landscaping Your Mind. That's my other book. Yeah, you'll be like, this is the movie that Scar wants from Disney. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the production. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers here. Oh, we did it. Oh, that was a lot of work. We've had so many very unfortunate moments today in stream. Editors unite. Yeah, if I were to write the different things that I have, obviously, yeah, need some editors. Need some editors. But yeah, I do have an idea. I do have an idea, and I think it one can be a very fun story, and I think it also, in the second aspect, can be a very inspiring story, especially for kids. So I think that that'll be that is my goal over the next few years. I was hoping for some light sources. I'm kind of like there. Hoping to work on that at some point. Is there ever going to be Hawkeye lore? Oh, there's Hawkeye lore. Oh, there's Hawkeye lore for sure. There's Hawkeye lore. I mean, I made a movie, for crying out loud. There's at least that's a start. I mean, there is a Hawkeye movie after all. Don't tell me you haven't seen the Hawkeye movie. Don't tell me you haven't seen the Hawkeye movie. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. This is a strange Create world. Unfortunately, yes, you are correct. We had to go to Empires because I broke Create.
Scar.
I destroyed Create. Tango's over there just cursing my name.
Husky _ 429 bit attacked. X500. If there was a Hawkeye Minecraft movie, which other crafter characters would be your sidekicks?
Ooh. Oh, well, of course we gotta have Cute Guy. I mean, how could we not have Cute Guy? So Cute Guy, obviously sidekick. Cute Guy. 100%. Either, yeah, B-Dubs is a villain for sure. And he's Little Guy B-Dubs. That's Hawkeye's arch enemy is Little Guy B-Dubs doing that creepy laugh. Have you heard B-Dubs' new laugh? Have you heard B-Dubs' new laugh? That like, that is terrifying. So B-Dubs would be a villain for sure. Jelly would be the mayor of the city. Police commissioner, maybe. I'm trying to think. How about Azuma? Maybe Azuma could be like kind of like our Alfred, like from Batman, maybe. I feel like he's got the perfect voice. Let's age let's age Azuma up a little bit. Let's get some white hair in there, some gray hair. Maybe go through a butler training program. We can get Azuma through a butler training program. I'm pretty darn sure. Let's see. Okay, so we got Jelly's the mayor. We've got our tech butler guy is Azuma. Yeah, like the Q guy from 007, James Bond. Let's see. In Korean is Q guy. B-Dubs is a villain with that laugh. It's kind of like a Joker, I guess. We need another villain. Who's another villain? Mumbo is the guy that's always getting in trouble that we're saving. Why do I envision Pearl as like a reporter? She's trying to get the scoop, like who Hawkeye and Cute Guy are. She's trying to figure it out. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so we got a place for Pearl. Is Doc a villain too? Okay, Doc could be a villain. Doc's like the smart, like, villain in the background, like creating some enormous contraption, and B-Dubs is just creating chaos with his laugh. I guess that really does fill in. That really does fill in the role of like a Joker, right? that is cool. What else? Who else we got? Can Ren just be the president? They call him at the last minute, Mr. President. Mr. President. Could be the president. Man, we got a whole movie right here. Momo's Princess Peach. Princess Peach is from Sonic, right? Momo's support role. I love this. We got a whole movie here. This is Hawkeye the 3rd or 4th. Yeah, I think like Sonic's love interest was Peach, right? I'm pretty sure. There was like an actual like Peach, or is it a person? I'm confused. XP is B-Dub's assistant. Yeah, I mean, he's gotta have a man got a Scarline shirt just like this, but black looking, super fancy. Or you got white, unless it just only shows black. I don't know. We got a Scarline shirt nevertheless. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Thank you for the support. Very much appreciated. I'm trying to think who else is out there. I love Zuma being the butler. That's quite enjoyable. I'm trying to think. Anyone else? Cub could, Cub can both be like good and bad at the same time. Like he's kind of, I don't know. He can do both roles, which I feel like he would do well at. So he could have some kind of middle ground character. What is somebody that might be good and bad, like almost like a Captain Jack Sparrow, almost in a way. Like it's kind of good, kind of bad. Like I don't know. An anti-hero a little bit. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. False is just a police. Yeah, False could just be a police. Yeah, like she's the one. She could be more of like a detective, I think, right? She could be more like a police in the detective area. Like maybe her and Pearl are kind of competing to figure out who Hawkeye and Cute Guy are. This is interesting. This is quite entertaining figuring this out. And Cleo's just a pirate. Yeah, Cleo just sails in on a pirate ship at some point. Like, ahoy, mateys. It is I, Zombie Cleo. She sailed in on a ship, yes. I like this. This is quite fun. I want this movie now. Impulse is Snarky PI. Snarky PI. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. That could be too. Yeah, that could be. What is Etho? Maybe a villain? could be a villain. It could be a villain. It could be. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. Like, he's also good, but he's kind of a lone wolf. Very smart and cunning. Etho's a spy. Ooh, it could be like a double agent type. Maybe he starts out on the bad guy's side, but then crosses them. That could be. He is a ninja. And then Jimmy is he works for Green and I. He produces the action figures for us. That's how we make a little side money as action heroes. You know, it doesn't pay for itself. You know, you save a cat in a tree, that cat's not going to give you $5 in the end. No, but where the money is at is merchandising. And Jimmy is our toy distributor, and he makes the bestest of action figures. Cute Guy and I, we're rolling in action figure money, and Jimmy is, as you know, an expert in all things action figures. So, TA's the intern. He's the intern managing the merch. Manage the Cute Guy and the Hawkeye merch. I love that. I love that. That's great. Yeah, I'm excited for this movie. When's this movie coming out? Is this the movie we're gonna make? Is this the movie we're gonna pitch Disney at this point? There we go. All right, perfect. This is the movie that we're gonna pitch. So I finally did answer that question. That question has been answered. 2024. All right, it's coming out soon. Oh, I love it. Well, there we go, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm so sorry. I felt like everything we did today was broken or messed up in some way, but I hope you still enjoyed. You gave me a fantastic place to rant. Hope you enjoyed the rants. We went on some wild rants. You probably know more about Disney than you ever wish you would have known behind the scenes. It gets so much crazier, by the way. There's a book called The Disney Wars from the 90s. It's crazy stuff. But yeah, I had a blast hanging out with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, the link in the description and link in the chat here for the merchandise. The merchandise, only a very limited amount of time left to grab yourself some Hawkeye merch, some Scarline merch, or even Panda Rescue, sticker packs, all that stuff. So it's going to be gone very, very, very soon. So if you're interested for Christmas, click the link in the description and check it out. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions, resubscriptions, and bits. Very much appreciated. Hopefully going to get out a video maybe Sunday, Monday. It's going to be Create. We're going to make a house for the moving house. It's going to be really cool. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. But yeah, so much fun stuff coming up very, very, very soon. And let's see who is out in the wonderful worlds. Wonderful. What is Zombie Cleo doing? Power wash simulator? Okay, we're rating Cleo. I want to know what a power wash simulator is. I have to know. I don't know, but I need to know. I have to know, and we'll soon know because we're going to raid Cleo. So once again, guys, link in the description for the merch. Check it out. And appears the pump is beeping again. Just as we started the stream, the pump beeped. And it is now beeping once again. All right, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And goodbye.